right. To quote our boy, we're hot. We're live. But we're not having to worry about the mics this time, you guys. Mics? If you guys in the stream could please, or in the chat, excuse me, please let me know if you can see and hear anything. JMI filmmaker, if you can hear me, you were not late. Can see and hear everything. All right, cool. Of course, I have to have the blast on me. So, what's up, everyone? There's not anything super specific that's going to be going on today, if I am 100% completely honest. I just thought it could maybe be kind of fun just to do a little bit of a hangout. Hob had to leave. That makes me sad. Damn. And then again, that's me not managing my time well, because I'll be completely honest, you guys, I had a hard time getting out of bed. I tend to sleep in late on the weekends, and then I was kind of slow once I was actually up, so I apologize for that. But, yeah, I might have to adjust my camera ever so slightly. We'll see. And one thing I want to do too is just being simple. Like, long story short, what I'm going to get up to today is just kind of I need to put a decent bit of Transformers into storage, and so I'm going to be transforming a few to have them ready to do that. Get off that table. Get off that table. Get off that table. Sorry, one of my cats is on a table they shouldn't be. And right now at least I have a bag full of the fossilizers from Kingdom and whatnot that I need to get taken care of. You're probably not going to stand. Hopefully they all have their parts. I'm pretty sure they should. So I'm going to be messing with a few of them for the time being. But I figured this could also be a good way to interact in the chat more, because obviously I have it pulled up over here. Just kind of hang out and talk. Because, I'm able to interact with you guys a decent bit through the comments, whether it's on a video or a community post, stuff like that. But, I kind of hate sometimes where I feel like I can't really have a true, conversation. So, I'm going to try to, just do a little bit of that, I guess. Also, my big intent was I was going to do basically this, but I was going to do an unboxing of Unique Toys Stinger, but unfortunately the post office decided to say, hey, fuck you, and he's not going to get here until tomorrow, so yay. Stand. I say as he's standing perfectly fine. It's freaking Paleo Trex you have to worry about falling over. Well, he's standing just fine. Good old Spindle and Spinosaurus. Ah, the most terrifying one. Transmutate. Alright. Give me a second though, because once I get all these guys out, I'll adjust the camera more. Then what's his name? Skullabore? The purple one from that Megatron pack. I really feel like they wanted to call him Skeletor, but it just didn't happen. You know what? I have one more Paleo track somewhere that's not here. And that's gonna bug me. But as much as I wanted to have these guys in the back within view, especially freaking Shatter over here, because she's tall, I'm probably gonna focus a bit more on these guys. Oh no, I can't check it right now, but I got a freaking comment on TikTok. I never go over this with you guys because I usually post stuff in the server, but TikTok comments are the freaking worst. If you guys didn't know, I am on TikTok. don't really care for it though. I think TikTok kind of sucks, and then just the a lot of the people there freaking suck. Um, and I get a lot of just annoying ass mad people in the comments. So let me casually step over my charger. Hopefully, what happened in the last stream where I went dark for like 10 minutes doesn't happen. So I think I got my charger pretty good. I'll get started with you guys in a minute. Let me get through the chat. And also, everyone, watch out because Austin's still a mod. So don't be like that one guy who's like, Talon, nobody likes you. And it's like, damn, speaking for everybody. And also, if you don't like me, why are you here? Let me see. Yeah, it does suck that Hobbs not here. I hate I didn't at least get to say bye to him. I mean, I did say bye, but, you know, I don't think he heard me. Hello, Drake. I can see here and see we're live. Greetings, Mr. Talon. Greetings, Triton. Dude, wait, Triton. It just hit me that for some reason, a lot of the times when I've seen your username, I get rid of the. I kind of hate to admit this. I mentally get rid of the space between the N and the K. So for some reason I thought it was like Triton. God, I'm a fucking idiot. I like chatting. Yeah, man, it's fun. See, bye, Hob, we miss you. Yes, yeah. Seriously, we still think about him. Hey, Talon. Hey, Cyberlight. Side note, happy 75th birthday to Bill Murray. Hey, happy birthday. Skill issue. What was it? My skill issue trying to get to the stand? Stinger is so overrated. Oh wait, hi Talon. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining. See, Stinger is so underrated. Yes, he is. I love Stinger. Quick thing while I'm still reading the chat. I use this stuff to let me see. Hopefully I'm getting on the camera right. To clean figures with like dust and whatnot. I hate the fact that this is delayed because I feel like I'm not showing stuff right. But it's like obviously gel. It's really good at getting dust and stuff off of figures. So I'm gonna be using that. But yeah, Stinger's very underrated. I love him. He what am I trying to say here? I've always just thought he was a very cool like rival to Bumblebee, and I know I said this or pretty much essentially this stuff in my video on Age of Extinction, but that's such a cool name for a like evil Bumblebee. Stinger. I don't know. I like that a lot. Let's see. You have such a great video about Bayverse, Brian. Thank you. I appreciate it. I worked very hard on that. Heck, Austin could tell you, because I think right now he's the only one from the server in, unless I've missed somebody that's joined in the chat. I was posting updates on it. Like, I was working on that for a while. It's like, I worked on the script, like, early 2022 through, like, June, July, August of 2023. Then started the video work in August. I didn't get done until May, because it was sitting for about... trying to think here, around a week or so, maybe a bit less. I also wanted to make sure it was good with like copyright stuff. That was my biggest fear with with that video, and still is, if I'm being completely honest. Damn, there goes Skullabore. Get wrecked, nerd. Obviously, if you can tell, a lot of these guys, especially the ones that share molds, I try to transform them a little differently just to give them a bit of uniqueness to them, like transmutating Skullabore here. Like, he's got the T-Rex head to chest and blah blah blah. Let me get back in here. Who do you prefer as a rival to Bumblebee, Barricade, or Stinger? That's a hard thing for me, because my thing is, looking at just the movies, I've always felt like the movies didn't do a great job establishing the rivalry with Barricade, if I'm being 100% completely honest. Because, like, they barely interact in the first movie. They have the one fight, Barricade gets his ass kicked, and that's it. And then in the last night, you know, again, they have a brief fight, well, hell, more of a chase, then Barricade gets his ass kicked. You know, oh, that hurt. I hate that line so much. So like I don't know. I would give it to Stinger because there's at least more there on paper. I guess it depends though, kind of like the superhero thing of like, do you want like the mirror, you know, because Stinger is, you know, just an evil Bumblebee, especially looking so similar, and looking borderline identical by the time Bumblebee takes that design. So like I'll give it to Stinger, even though I want it to be Barricade. Like I know they're established way more like other media as having, you know, that going on, but it's just in the movies themselves, like it's really not there. If I'm being 100% completely honest. So yeah, I want it to be Barricade, but if you're going by just the movies, it has to be Stinger, I think. Who is more creepy, Transmutate or Sideways Minicon Mirror? I'm gonna go Transmutate personally. She freaks me the hell out, especially in the show. Transmutate's freaky, man. That's why, because I get the Masterpiece Beast Wars stuff, especially the, well, not especially, but I've gotten a good bit of the Trans Art stuff. And they I think their first figure, one of their first ones, is a, you know, very show accurate Transmutate, and that's the one that I refuse to get. I will not buy it because she scares me, and I don't need that thing staring at me. This one here, the Selects one, I really don't mind, especially because it's really just the head. But like, I don't know, I feel like it's not quite as freaky overall as the legitimate Beast Wars design. I remember this morning that Barricade's evergreen design is based on his last night design set of the 07 Dark of the Moon one. Why? I feel like that's just because that was the newest version of him at the time. So they were like, let's do the synergy of the new design, blah blah blah. And like, I don't think Evergreen Barricade's bad, but like, I'm not the biggest fan of the last night Barricade. It's an alright design. I just feel like it leans too heavily into like, look guys, he's a cop. And just doesn't look as cool as the 07 Dark of the Moon design. Also, here's a question for you guys. Do you think that Barricade in Dark of the Moon was intentional, or that he just ended up being just like, hey, let's reuse a model? Because, although part of me feels like that it's kind of both. So I thought they're like, let's just reuse a model here, and they're like, hey, why not Barricade? I don't know. I just feel like it wasn't on like a script level going to be like meant to be Barricade, you know, especially since he uses Soundwave's voice. But what do you guys think? Arctic Warriors, hi. I haven't said hi yet, so my apologies. But hi. It's the Unfaithful Servant. The Voyager price hike for 2026 is abysmal. $8 more is insane. I would wait for a sale, but unfortunately the 86 Seekers and 86 Shockwaves are coming next year. Those will be sold out quick. Yeah, it's pretty nuts how all that's going. And it sucks too, because I feel like Voyagers are still, for the most part, more often than not, consistently like the best, or like one of the best like size classes. Well, there goes Spindle. You know what? She's a Spinosaurus, so I guess that's par for the course. It kind of sucking. Ah, sorry guys. I'm low key kind of a hater of Spinosaurus thanks to Jurassic Park 3. I was a T-Rex kid, so nah, the Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus is cool. But yeah, that's kind of my thing. Like, to be honest, I won't mind getting other figures next year, but like I definitely think I'll wait for freaking discounts or something. The base stuff will probably be the only thing I really get full price. Which kind of, well, granted, I'm hyped for them. It just kind of sucks to say with just the stuff going on. Austin's not trigger, or JK, I'm not trigger happy, lol. I say don't worry about it too much. Eventually they become more readily available, even shelf form. You might miss it while they're new, but you'll definitely be able to get them. Yeah, that's completely fair. Even stuff, even a lot of the time, nowadays, I feel like we're kind of past the like the Earthrise situations of stuff selling out super quick. So yeah, I could definitely see that. There's been a few figures. What the heck? One of the cats freaking out. But there have been a few figures the past few years where I'm like, this isn't gonna last, and then it does. I mean, does anyone remember when Hasbro tried to gaslight us for that one live stream with the reactivate packs? They're like, these are going to be made in limited quality and they're going to sell out quick. And you know what you can still find on Amazon? Those. What are the cats doing? Dear God. It's not one thing, it's another. Let's see. Cyberlight, which piece of Transformers media would you delete? Energon, Age of Extinction, RID 2015. Oh, Energon. 100%. Energon sucks. Energon's not good. At least in my opinion. If you like it, more power to you. Age of Extinction, obviously I'm biased here because I really like that movie, but like, everyone could agree, let's delete the Romeo and Juliet scene, but I feel like everything else, for the most part, is pretty solid. RD 2015, it's not a good Prime sequel, but it's not a bad show. But that's just me. Damn it, how am I still behind on this? Let's see, there we go. Triton, I use my username on a lot of stuff and don't always have a space in it, so no worries. Hey, that's fair. For Austin, as far as the price hikes here, I've been very vocal about my disdain for the shrinkflation for years. Fair enough. Only issue with Stinger I had was that he did not speak in the film, had no personality whatsoever. But yes, Stinger is overrated. Yeah, that's completely fair. Yeah, Triton. Your Bayformers Prime video was my introduction to your channel. I just thought this guy gets in sub. Hey, I appreciate it. I just got a lot of people for the most part thought that, and hey, it just hit 120,000 views recently, so that's pretty insane to me. Because even though it's dropped off a decent bit, as most things will do over time, it's still stayed like fairly consistently watched, and I don't know, I'm just very proud of how that one turned out. It just turned out well. You know, it still gets some of those people who are just like, oh my God, you're wrong. Like I had a guy went into my held for review comments the other day because he wrote me a freaking novel, and then he referred to my dumbass arguments. I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever. Then he proceeded to go into my held for review again because he damn it, commented on the video I did on Primal should have been the one to defeat Scourge, and hold on, where is there's he was saying how wrong I was about the comparison between Rise of the Beast Prime and Bay Prime. Let me get back to this real quick. Honestly, Unique Toy Stinger made me appreciate the design more. That's fair. Triton knows what's up. Yes, he does. There was a Transformers Revenge of the Fallen deleted scene of Bumblebee fighting Barricade. I think that might have been true at a script level, because I doubt that was anything that was filmed. I remember there was talk of Barricade coming back in the movie, but I think that was cut so early on for one reason or another. I wonder if he would have been, or if he would have taken Rampage's place. Spot's what I meant to say. Damn, Rampage's spot, if he did end up showing up in the movie. I literally just now realized it was a missed opportunity for an animated reference to not have Stinger be called Wasp. That would have been interesting. I do think that Stinger is a stronger name than Wasp, though. I get it, though, Bumblebee, Wasp, but, like, I don't know. I definitely prefer Stinger. 07, Dark of the Moon Barricade is his best look. Wish that, or within that universe, indeed. Oh, yeah. He was at it for the fans of 100%. I like it when humans have to deal alone against Cybertronians, like Sam against Starscream, Dark of the Moon. Yeah, I mean, that could be some good stuff. I don't know really, but honestly, it was nice to see Barricade's return. Yeah. Barricade's one of the few Decepticons who survived up to the last night. It's so crazy to me, too, that we all were just like, yeah, Barricade's dead, and then they were like, hey, guys, he's back. It's good stuff. Always the fun thing with these guys. I actually love the fossilizers. But sometimes I'm just like, damn, you really do just have to take them apart and just reform them. I actually haven't done a lot of these in a while, so like, I don't know, if I come off as a bit of a dummy doing these, don't judge me. But let's see. Ow. Austin fell out of the stream. What the heck? Q says hello. Hey, OG the man himself. What's up, Q? Q. Unc Talon. Hey. So Energon sucks, but then again, a good chunk of the Transformers TV shows, sequel, second parts, and notably not as good as the first part. Oh, there goes one of my cats. Penny, settle down. Q is underrated in my opinion. Yes, he is. Love Q. He's the best Wheeljack. Well, not the best. Well, maybe not the best Wheeljack, but he's the best Wheeljack in the past, like, 15 years. Maybe that's not saying much, but in terms of personality, the Maxwell should have been the main characters of Rise of the Beast. Oh yeah. I don't think anyone's gonna argue that to you. Settle down, Penny. Damn, you're being loud on the stream. Everyone's gonna be like, "What the heck's going on?" Do I have to like show you? Oh, hey, I showed you off to everyone last week. Settle down, big kitty. Please. Hold on. Talon, talk about Born Boss being your Joker. Oh, damn. So yeah, guys, there's this guy from Reddit. He popped up because I was arguing for like Bay Prime stuff sometime last year, and I think I messed up on a part. Wait, did I? Wait, hold on a second, you guys. No, I didn't. Okay. I don't know. So, like, long story short, I think he kind of thinks that I'm like the Joker to his Batman when it comes to Bay Prime, because he just like wanted to argue with me so bad about just everything and just this and that, and I just told him like, bro, I'm not interested in having a discussion with you, because he was kind of rude. Not even kind of, like, he just was rude, and like he didn't really want to hear much out. He was just like, no, you're wrong. And then like he kept referring to like a document or something, and I'm just like, what are you talking about? And it turns out he wrote like a 20-page response to my video. And just hold on, guys. Hey, stop being a nuisance. You haven't done this until the stream started. Stop. Go. The spray bottle's loaded this time. But yeah, he just like, he wrote this big response. It was just weird to me, man. It was like, it's like he had imaginary arguments with me in his head that never happened. And just, you know, kept acting like I was this like egotistical dick. And just, it was weird, man. It was very weird. Austin, responded to this guy and like read his thing and whatnot, and gave him a response back, which Austin, I believe that yours was like 50-ish pages. It was pretty nuts. Yeah, just like long story short, fuck that guy. Hell, I actually left Reddit just because that place just sucks, dude. You know, so I haven't heard anything else from him personally. It's just like, I don't know. It was just kind of crazy. I just never had someone just want to be so aggressive when it's like, what have I done to you? I mean, I get those kind of comments, I guess, but it was just so weird for him to like, I don't know, because I guess once I actually responded, he was treating it just like, oh my god, this is my chance, you guys. It's like, I don't want to talk to you. You've been a dick to me since we started interacting, and you just want to instantly treat me like I'm some egotistical douchebag, and like my arguments are just wrong just because you don't agree with them. I don't know. It's just not to mention a lot of, from what I've gathered, a lot of his arguments were pretty weak anyway. So that's fun. Let me get this. Can this light just go in, right? I guess that's what she said, but hey. All right. One of them done. Let me get back into the chat here. So there we go. Energon is so bad, just ignore the whole Unicron trilogy thing and consider the 3 shows as standalones. Low-key, kinda, because, like, Energon's not a great sequel to Armada, in my opinion. It started out decent, but it just took a fucking nosedive, and Cybertron was made to be separate, even though Hasbro wanted it to be a sequel. But Rise of the Beast shouldn't have been Beast Wars. I think it should have been a Beast Wars movie, personally. I would have liked that more than whatever the hell mishmash they tried to give us. It was an animatic. Honestly, you could rework Cybertron into a sequel to Armada. I'm sure you definitely could. Who is... Wait. Oh no, stop. I hate when the chat does this. Whenever I scroll down to a certain point, since more messages have happened, it'll like, it gets fucky. Who's your favorite version of Scourge, G1, RID, Cybertron, and Rise of the Beast? That's a good question. Overall, probably RID, because I really enjoyed the RID 01 Scourge. I actually like G1 Scourge, but he's just kind of eh. And then Cybertron Scourge is cool. I don't mind him. He's probably the most unique overall. And then Rise of the Beast. I don't mind him. So, but I do like RID Scourge, even though I know this could be, blasphemy for some people. I just kind of considered him another Nemesis Prime. There are people that will, die on the hill of Scourge isn't Nemesis Prime. It's like, okay, sure, but like, he kind of is low-key. Let's see. Eric M says, I think Energon is fine. I've seen worse stuff. The only Transformers show I think that might be worse than Energon is maybe Master Force, the second Japanese G1 show. I did not like Master Force at all. Just didn't feel like Transformers to me. Not good. Again, in my opinion. All this is in my opinion. RDO1 for me. Cybertron second, G1 Scourge, but not the special. Rise of the Beast Scourge was bad. I mean, hey, fair enough. Q was the GOAT. Yes, he is. Favorite Cybertron Scourge, best Wheeljack in past like 40 years. Like, I can't think of a better Wheeljack adaptation before Bayverse. Totally fair. Cybertron Scourge was GOAT. Talon should show BB. If she gets close enough, I will show her. Talon, his cats, is basically Soundwave in his cassettes. Low key, kind of the Reddit experience. Yeah, fuck. Yeah. As a Unicron Trilogy fan, I disagree. Unicron Trilogy and Bayverse forever. Fuck yeah, Soundwave acknowledges. Yeah, Austin, the whole thing with Born Boss, I debunked your video, blah blah blah. Like that's basically just what he would say. So the people who think Bayverse Optimus is the most evil version of the character, they haven't heard of Shattered Glass. I mean, yeah, that's pretty fair. Because Shattered Glass is legitimately evil. Shattered Glass Optimus is the real Psycho Optimus. Yes, he is. Armada is fantastic, and Cybertron's really solid, but no, I can't with him. John, dude, same. Smite, I don't have Reddit. Yeah, that's a good thing. I got rid of my account back in like February or something like that. The internet sucks, low key, kinda. Born Boss wrote 14 double space, 12-point font. I wrote back 62 single space 11-point font. Jesus Christ, yeah. And Austin says he has not replied since January. Yeah, that's the thing. Austin turned has very well, worded, researched, argued everything to this guy. With Born Boss even messaging him, being like, "Hey man, are you still trying to blah blah blah?" And dude hasn't responded to him. Fuck boy. He has not replied since January. Message retracted. What did you post, Austin? No. Reminder that the Bayverse is a realistic version of Transformers, not a cartoon, so I don't get the Bay Prime hate. Fair enough. Austin says that he messaged Born Boss last night. My opinion, Armada is awesome, Energon's alright, Cybertron's the best Transformers show. Not to mention, IDW Optimus has done worse stuff than Bay Prime, yet IDW Prime gets a free pass because I'm sure the reason why is because he looks G1. I mean, I'm sure that could definitely play into it. Also, Rise of the Beast Prime, who happens to be a douchebag, yeah. I don't mind Rise of the Beast Prime, but that's kind of like my biggest issue with him. He's just kind of a dick. It's like, yeah, because my whole thing is, I hate how he's used to argue against Bay Prime. People are always like, "Oh, but Rise of the Beast is actually justified." It's like, bro, this is the same shit. It's the same shit. You just don't mind it more because it's not Michael Bay and he doesn't and or it's not Michael Bay directing and this guy looks more G1. I honestly feel that is that is it. Um, it's just I don't know. It's just like a whole thing. It's dumb. It is dumb. Also, you know, I've always liked this guy. Came with a fuck ton of blast effects. How I sum up Bay Prime is that he's violent, but he's still humble, wise, brave, kind, inspiring, responsible, and funny, and those are more important to the character's core than the face ripping. Facts. No printer. Like they're infinitely more important. Scourge is the superior. Oh shit. See, you did it. Scourge is the superior Nemesis Prime. Maybe. I know like Scourge is a cool name, but in terms of like the evil Optimuses, I actually prefer Nemesis Prime. No, it's kind of goofy, maybe kind of corny, but I don't know. I kind of like that. I could see Bayverse Optimus being a Mortal Kombat guest. Saying this as someone who doesn't like Mortal Kombat. You don't like Mortal Kombat? Dude, I don't talk about it very much on this channel, but I love Mortal Kombat. Low-key, one of my favorite, like, series, franchises, whatever you want to say. Love it. I actually can't remember. Never mind. Again, it's been a while since I've transformed some of these guys, so you guys will definitely see me kind of, like, slowly working through these. Wait. Oh, yeah. See, look, I just had a moment. I was thinking they had to go back here. I think I have something wrong, though, because I don't know if this is right, you guys. There we go. I'm going to say it's right, at least for storage purposes. Yeah, Triceratops. Wasn't this guy Tricranius? Some of these guys have some odd names. Let's see, what do you think Lockdown was doing during the events of 07 Dark of the Moon? Just probably bounty hunter stuff. I can't think of it, exact stuff, but I'm sure he was off hunting for the creators or just whoever. I just don't get why people like Transformers Prime Soundwave so much. I mean, he's a nothing burger of a character. He doesn't receive any normal characterization to show. Let's be real. It's because he has a cool design and it's the aura. Because the fact is, he's pretty badass. I love Transformers Prime Soundwave. I think he's kind of a breath of fresh air in terms of a take on Soundwave. Very unique. He's one of those things where he's kind of a drastic reinvention, kind of in character and whatnot, but definitely in terms of design, but he works so well. He's very menacing, I'd say scary. Let's see, the only Transformer show that was worse than Energon was shit. Galvatron's Revenge was even worse than Transformers RID 2015. I don't think RID 2015 is bad. Again, it's not a good sequel to Prime, but as a show, it's fine. TFP Soundwave was the GOAT. Worst Transformer shows, Cyber Missions. I forget those exist a lot of the time, if I'm being completely honest. People say that I'm not a real Transformers fan because my introduction to the franchise was through the 07 film. Yeah, and those people can fuck right off. There's nothing wrong with your introduction being the Bay film. Do you think an animated prequel to JMI Filmmaker says, do you think an animated prequel to Bayverse based on the comics would work? I think so. I would love to see something like that. Back when Transformers 1 was originally like a part of the Bayverse because it was conceived during that writer's room and stuff, I was really hoping it was going to take inspiration from the Dark of the Moon comics, but didn't go that route, obviously. For better or worse. Not saying it's a bad thing. I know there are people that probably disagree with me, so I was like, oh, it should have been the Bay stuff. Yeah, no, I think something like that would be pretty cool, personally. Ban Novaks. Oh, come on. Just the back and forth in reply to your retracted question. I fixed a typo. Okay, okay. Prime Soundwave slander will not be tolerated. Damn. Soundwave superior. Autobots inferior. You know, even though I don't mind it, that is one of those things where I'm like, you guys had to work in his only line as a fucking reference. kind of wild to me, not gonna lie. Oh yeah, I always thought this dude just like this wild head sculpt, pretty freaking cool. What is he? Damn it, damn! I just said the let me get a. But isn't like a mastodon. I'm kind of bad with some of those names sometimes. The State Museum here has a pretty big replica of a mastodon. It's pretty cool. I'm going to get back to the chat in just a second, you guys. My apologies. Again, I know this might visually not be the most exciting thing in the world. I'm sorry for that. But again, it's just kind of like, hey, hang out with me while I transform some stuff. Let me see for a second. Cyber missions superior to War for Cybertron, or greater than War for Cybertron Prime Wars trilogy. I would agree probably with Prime Wars. I'm not really I don't dislike the Netflix shows a ton. Then again, I think we talked about this in the VC in the voice chat or in the server last night. There we go. But because I don't know, the cyber missions were just overall pretty poor, like in general. Although, you know, too many sonic booms, or just the way that the Barricade voice actor says Ironhide cracks me. He's just like, Ironhide. Should have gotten me to do Soundwave, bro. Soundwave acknowledges. Always fucks up my throat in a similar way that I do the Austin's mom. Ugh, damn. I like all Transformer shows from G1 to RD 2015. After that, I don't hate any Transformer show, in my opinion. I mean, or don't hate any Transformer show, in my opinion. Hey, fair enough. You got a point. Hello, gamers and memers. Hello! Hope you're doing well, Commander M. Base Truther. Which figure is your most prized possession, and who's your favorite Transformer Autobot Decepticon? Figure, man, that's a really good question. I don't think I have a most prized one, to be honest. Like, I mean, there's some that I might like a bit more than others, like some of my DLX figures or like the Masterpiece stuff. Maybe HasLab Unicrons, I do have him, or HasLab Omega Prime, which you guys might be seeing if I decide to dismantle him. So I might have to put him back into his box. So I'm not really sure, if I'm being completely honest. As for, damn it, favorite Autobot Decepticon? My favorite Decepticon's always been Megatron. I know that might be a bit of a basic answer, but he's always been it. Autobots, I'm not gonna lie, part of me's probably gonna say Optimus. Basic answers, I know. But you know, there are other ones I love, like Revenge of the Fallen Sideswipe, for example, or really just base Sideswipe in general. So yeah, there's, to be honest, across different versions, you know, from different universes and whatnot, there's really not too many characters that I dislike. At least not off the top of my head. Bayverse did nothing wrong. Facts. I'm actually wearing one of the Bayverse Prime Did Nothing Wrong shirts right now. Hell, I have another one. Because I've never shown one of like the physical ones off. Hopefully this shows up on camera well. This one I got is sort of like a more of a blue. Let me move the light here. Don't fuck up how you're showing up. But I don't know. Again, I don't know how well this will show up on camera, especially with my arm like in the way. Oh, it is in the way. But yeah, Bay Prime did nothing wrong. If you guys want one, check out the bonfire. It's out of, it's not. It's totally not much. I just think it's cool to be able to wear something to represent that. You know, grass is green. What's your favorite fembot? J or that was J Rosk. What's your favorite fembot? Again, maybe a basic answer. Probably RC. Probably Prime RC. Uh, for reasons. Optimus Prime wins. Fatality. Yo, fellow Clippy in the chat. Tech Knight Spartan. I'm more into Bloody Roar and Dead or Alive than Mortal Kombat. I mean, hey, completely fair. Commander M. Never been a fighting game guy. Well, fellow, I changed back. Oh shit. Talon, do you have all the special edition Transformers Blu-rays, big screen edition, 3D IMAX, AOE, and Dark of the Moon? I'm pretty sure I do. I know I have the Blu-ray of the big screen edition for Revenge of the Fallen, and every time I see it like out and about, because there's a store called Second and Charles by me. They're kind of like a really big thrift store, I guess you could say. I don't know. But every time I see it there, I'm always tempted to buy one because I know they're rare. I do have the 3D Dark of the Moon. I do have the 3D Age of Extinction one. I'm pretty sure that's what I got when it first came out, because that was the one that had the case with like Prime when he's knelt down like up in the air. Yeah, so I do have them all. See, Triceratops are cool. Yep, he was locking it. Lockdown was locking it. TF Scale Guy. I had a discussion with someone in the fandom saying my taste in movies is bad because I love Bayverse and I love everything Transformers related. Some people, man. Yeah, no, like, just, again, fuck those kind of people. They suck. Never feel bad for it. Speaking of fighting games, since you brought up Mortal Kombat, Injustice 3 confirmed. Oh, was it? Interesting. I've never been super into Injustice, but that's because I'm not really a DC guy. I like DC stuff, but not to make it a competition, I've just always preferred Marvel. And the first Injustice was fun. I only played Injustice 2 like here and there, but it was pretty neat. TFP Soundwave, yes, he's so awesome. Do you think Lockdown worked for the creators or they paid him? I'm going to assume they maybe paid him or some way, or maybe they were just like, hey, you guys, we made you, so you're gonna do this. Am I the only one who thought that Sideswipe and Roadbuster should have replaced Crosshairs and Hound Age of Extinction? A few of us were talking about that last night in the Discord server. Talking about, because I feel like Sideswipe maybe should have been a part of the team. I think the Autobots reunite scene would have been a slightly more effective if they if they had characters that we recognized, because all of them were new except for Bumblebee. So it's just like, oh hey, here's these characters we've never seen before. I still love that scene. Do not get me wrong. It's just, hey, I'm able to give some criticism to the Bay movies here and there. Windblade needs a movie. Don't say that around Lance. Let's see. It would make the Autobots reunite scene and them sing the footage of Leadfoot hit hard. Oh, yep. See, there you go. Yep, 100%. I tend to think Lockdown was hunting, capturing, and killing Autobots that never appeared in the films to try and find Optimus Prime during the first three. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Yeah, like maybe he found I don't know, like Springer or somebody, Ultra Magnus. Facts, Wingblade deserves a movie. Yeah. Let's see. Bayverse DEFCON superior, G1 DEFCON inferior. I agree. Cracks me up that I've seen people say that the random ass Junkions in SS86 are more worthy of figures than DEFCON. I'm like, guys, if anything, they're on the same fucking level. Even Slipstream had a movie, albeit she was the background character in TF1. Oh, I kind of forget she was in there, but weren't, like, I think all the Seekers are in TF1. Commander M, Windblade is kind of overrated. I can see that. Yeah, wow. Love the scene in Transformers Prime where Soundwave kicks Arachnid's ads. Dude, me too. I fucking hate Arachnid. She sucks. It's weird. Like, I'm all for Starscream trying to take over from from Megatron, but then there's just something about the way that she goes about it. It's just like Starscream might be an idiot, but like you're like, the way she's just like, oh yeah, he's within the thrall of Unicron. I'm gonna be in charge. I don't know. She just fucking sucks. I don't mind. Wow, fuck, my stutter coming out, you guys. I'm sorry. I don't mind Arachnid, but like, again, just fucking annoyed me. I do like her design though. I do like the Transformers Prime version on the whole. I'm actually not the biggest fan. Wow. Damn, sorry you guys. I'm not the biggest fan of the Transformers 1 version of Arachnid. Like, neat design, okay character. She's just kind of meh. My introduction to Transformers was the 07, the reruns, and G1. I both fit and don't fit into either side of the fandom. I mean, hey, that's fair. I don't know, man. I'm just like, to me, you're a fan. Like, just don't be a dick to other people. That's always my takeaway with that kind of stuff. I actually kind of had a discussion like that the other day in a different server that I'm in. Because people were giving Transformers hype guy shit because he didn't know that the G1 or like most G1 Soundwave toys can do it, where his weapons are the batteries for the cassette player, and they're just like, how's he gonna be like this big fan, but he doesn't know something so basic? And I'm just like, I mean, if he doesn't have any of the toys or is really into G1 itself like that, how's he gonna know? Like, I don't know, it was a weird discussion that got really just like elitist and, in my opinion, kind of gross. I don't know. I'm just like, not everyone's gonna know stuff. There's plenty of stuff that I don't know about Transformers. Hell, Bayverse is my main thing. I can tell you that there's stuff about Bayverse that I don't know. And that's fine. People are allowed to learn as they go on. I just kind of hate that weird kind of like gatekeeping behavior. Especially when it's like, he's not doing anything wrong. He's just saying, hey, I learned something cool and I wanted to share it with people. You guys are like blasting him for no fucking reason. I don't know. I didn't really care for that whole discussion, so. But moving on. So hey, Spindle's done. Spinosaurus. Ah! Oh, I thought this one was pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure Spindle is a she. Anyway, kind of find where I left off. Will you be picking up all the 3-0 Autobots? Most likely. At the very least, I don't plan on skipping out on the 07, 5. Watching the episode with my dad back in 2012 hit different. Wait, what? Oh, the Arachnid. How is Windblade overrated? Tell me, please. My introduction to the franchise was Revenge of the Fallen, Age of Extinction. Hey, pretty good introductions. Commander Ian, do you think the Matrix could have been used to revive Cybertron? In the movies? I'm assuming the movies. Probably not. I don't know. I just kind of assumed that. Am I able to see like? No, it doesn't look like it. Damn. I was hoping to see just how far behind I am on stuff with, because like right now it's showing as 3:31 for me. I was hoping to maybe see a time. No, I don't think it would have been able to revive Cybertron on the whole. Even if Windblade was overrated, she is nowhere near as overrated as RC. Nothing against RC. Damn! See, where's my goat, Jolt? Poor guy didn't receive any attention in like last 10 to 15 years. Yeah, seriously, bro. Jolt's the freaking dude. I love him. I really want Hasbro to do a Studio Series DEFCON. That design has a Cloverfield build to it with a gun in the middle of the chest. Yeah, it'd be so freaking cool, dude. It would be... I hope they do it. He'd be really great as a commander. Let's see. Yeah, RC is hugely overrated. I take back the Windblade overrated thing. Fact, she's still a young introduction. Yeah, it's like low key. Wait, Dismal, perfect, bro. Slipstream is the most underrated fembot and seeker. Fair enough. Bro, the bro in public. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. I had to work one in there. Also had to work one in your mom. Oh, okay. Anyway, Cyber Missions was made in 3 months. They were originally given 9 months. God damn, no wonder. Did you really have to make another Austin Mom joke? Yes. Lance, you fucking know this. Nah. The KSI boss design is so dude, I love the KSI boss design. It's so cool. I remember that was my favorite KSI drone design for a while. Probably still is overall. My favorite Autobot is either Optimus or Bumblebee. Basic, but they're the superstars of Transformers for a reason. Yeah, I mean, fair. Favorite Autobot is Windblade. Favorite Decepticon Shockwave. Shockwave's a good one. Love him. Favorite Autobot is Grimlock. Hey, Decepticon is Tripticon. Hey, the more dinosaur ones. That's pretty cool. You like that shirt? It's in the G1 colors. Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah. Unk Talon Botozone shirt. Yeah, I I kind of feel like if I'm asking people to, hey, buy my thing, like, I should own it as well, Plus, I have to give it a test run to make sure it's good. I wear them all the time. Like I said, I'm wearing a darker, I think it's like a charcoal color one right now. I'd show it, but I kind of hate being on camera, obviously, because like I'm like right off. Let's see, Eric M. I love Dropkick more than Shatter. Interesting, because I know a lot of people tend to prefer Shatter. Damn, guys, I guess I really am fucking behind. I'm sorry. I'm over here, like, because in my head, like, I'm going to do better than last week, and, like, I totally am fucking not. I tend to think Lockdown was hunting and killing Autobots never appeared in the films. I could swear I've already seen that before. Come on, we all know Revenge of the Fallen Sideways was cool, right? Oh, no. Don't judge me for this, guys. My nose is slightly stuffy. Damn, sorry. What does Lockdown's protoform look like? Like a rusty ass can. Let's see. Prime RC. My only problem with her is that she really isn't a true RC. She would have been better off as Chromia. I consider her a true RC just for no other reason. I don't know. I'm all for the different versions of characters. Like, to me, there's no like, this isn't anything against you, Commander M. It's just for me, I tend to not get into the whole, like, oh, this isn't the true blah, blah, blah. Because, especially because I see people say that about Bay Prime. Oh, he's not a true Optimus Prime. I think all characters, since Transformers has, widely varied on stuff, all characters are true versions of a character. Even Rise of the Beast Wheeljack! I know that's fucking unpopular. Transformers is Transformers, guys. Yep, that's kind of my thing in general. Prime RC is the best and definitive RC. In my opinion, I don't care if she's blue. I love the fact that she's blue. Why do you say TFP RC isn't a true RC? No need to apologize for anything. Just curious, by the way. Transformers, there's no true iteration. Variety is key. Exactly. That's my thing. You guys ever thought about the fact that, especially with like the Bay movies, people love to complain about like, oh, it's not true to the source material, usually referring to G1, but it's just like, guys, there's no real, like, there's no true first source material to Transformers in my eyes, because what was G1? It was a bunch of fucking, like, different toys from different Japanese toy lines, So, like, what was G1's source material? Just a bunch of random stuff put together. I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to be like, oh, the source material, when it's like, one, the source material was based on, like, or the source material was cobbled together from various toy lines, and then Transformers is so widely varied anyway, it's just like, I don't know, there's no one true Transformers version, in my opinion. Damn, this is in here good. Hold on. Ah! Kind of hurt my hand there. All right. So I'm doing transmutates, freaky ass, spooky. All right. Damn, do y'all remember Flash games back in 2000s? Outspeed? Yeah, I used to play a lot of those, especially with like Cartoon Network stuff. Like I can vividly remember playing some Teen Titans ones. Um, what Earth mode jet should Megatron get? Huh? I haven't thought about it. But you guys already know I'm super against Earth modes. Not. Nah, I'm not. That's just I feel like sometimes that was to take away people got from my most recent video, even though I never really said that. I just said, hey, I prefer it when he's a Cybertronian mode. Should have been Blitzwing as the main boss instead of Shatter and Dropkick. Low key, I kind of agree. Blitzwing was so freaking good in that movie for like his 2 minutes of screen time. Plus, that design rocks. I love the Bumblebee movie Seeker. Someone messaged me. I was on camera there for a second. Oh my god. It hit me as I was leaning in. I was just like, oh no. Maybe you guys will just get small small glimpses of me like a fucking kaiju. Before the big reveal one day. I don't know. I feel like you guys are just gonna be like, damn, he looks like a fucking nerd. Give me a second, you guys. Get back to the chat. I'm sorry. There's just so many posts. Sometimes it feels like it's impossible to catch up. I will say though, again, if you guys ever ask me something direct or want to ask me something directly, please do like a tag, because I've seen that happen before where it pops up with like an orange bar for me or something like that. So just if you're able to, or maybe just start it off with like, hey Talon. Granted, I typically answer every question anyway that I see, whether it's really aimed at me or not. It's just like if there's something that you're like, I wanted to specifically know his opinion on this. Just find a way to tag me directly on it. I've always thought that the transmutate colors on this super cool. Looks great. All right. Because she's nothing like RC, she's a completely different character other than name, not even similar designs. Smite, I'm Lance, by the way. Oh, trust me, I know. Or Starscream. I think I said Tech earlier, but to 69 Spartan. Are you saying that because of John Pattison's video on the Bumblebee movie recently? I would love to see Michael Ironside voice a live-action Magnus. Yes, that would be so good. Oreobot solos the entire G1 continuity family. Damn. Bold words. Even Unicron. He solos every fiction. God damn. Dark of the Moon, Defcon's design is so weird and alien. I love him. Yep, and that's why I love that kind of stuff. People will crap the Bayverse designs, yet give pass to the Junkions. Yeah, those are actual junk scrap piles, but yet people will say that about the Bay designs. Fuck them. Because people are filled with hate, even if it's needless. Yep. It sucks to see. Defcon was awesome though. Yes, he was. Cybertron, Megatron is his peak. He's pure evil. Has an awesome design. Has an orchestra. Has fire portals and an awesome vehicle mode. Wants to omnicide everything. I do like Cybertron, Megatron. He's one though where I'm like, I'm not entirely sold on his design. No, I don't know. He's fine. Commander M. What was RC's character in anything before the movie comics beyond the girl? TBH, kind of true. She was kind of just the girl in G1. I feel like that's kind of her thing in Energon as well. I don't really remember Energon RC all that well, if I'm being completely honest. you know, movie comics definitely gave her a personality, even though she didn't have much of one in Revenge of the Fallen. Really, though, I feel like animated did a decent job, even though she was kind of like, I was a teacher, and now like I have amnesia or whatever. I don't know. Honestly, yeah, it kind of feels like the Prime version was the first one to give her an actual personality, TBH. If DEF CON is Cloverfield, then Trypticon's Godzilla. Oh yeah, fair. And then Lance, like genuinely, she's bland as hell. Yep, TBH, not a fan of G1RC's design. I'm not the biggest fan either. And yeah, it's just like, hey, it's the girl one. I mean, hell, RC's even pink, just the go-to for girl. Balancing act, Ramjet's way better than G1 Ramjet. Not sure about balancing act Ramjet, but. Yeah, Austin, I also have not read the Skybound stuff, unfortunately. Man, you don't have to call me out for being behind on the fucking chat. If y'all would slow down at posting. Jolt spinoff movie win? I mean, I'd be down for it, low key. Not even gonna lie. Damn. Guys, I'm just gonna go all the way down to the bottom. So like, just to get caught back up. So sorry if I skipped some stuff, but there's a question that I am unfortunately skipping over. Please just ask it again. I will answer. Let's see here. Hasbro failed the Godzilla crossover. Yeah, they fucking did. Never gonna forget that. Lance is leaving. All right, gotta go house hunting. Hey, good luck with everything, man. I'm glad you could join. keep the chattery up, Autobots. Do not let Talon catch up. I am caught up now. Granted, I kind of cheated doing it, I'll admit. But I am caught up now, and I intend to stay relatively close. I'm with you on Thrust, Eric M. Armada Thrust was super good. That's why I enjoyed that the Bumblebee movie version seems to be more of a reference to him, if for no other reason than being green. What Earth mode jet should Megatron be? Oh, dude, I have no idea, honestly. I'm not that great with different jets, so, like, I don't know. If it's on an F-22 or an F-15 or, like, a bomber, I'm not really familiar. Have you heard of Ed Former's theories? Oh, I've heard a few. Most of them are bullshit, though. Ed Former seems like a nice guy. I just don't like a lot of his just really clickbaity and just, quite frankly, like bullshit type stuff, if I'm being 100% honest. Anyway, Talon and Ed Formers are besties. God damn it, don't start this shit. I like Armada Sideswipe. Yeah, he's fine. The toy sucks, but he's fine. I miss those I miss those repaints from Bayverse, like Nightwatch, Optimism. Dude, it's crazy to me that Studio Series hasn't done some of these repaints. People are literally asking Hasbro for repaints, and they don't get them. I'll bring them up on camera in a bit, but Nightwatch Prime is right over there, so love that one. In my headcanon, G1 Vortex is Blackout. I just ignore every time his name is spoken. Dude, it's kind of crazy to me that like people like to bring up Blackout as having popped up in other stuff because he has made that jump with like animated and stuff like that, but he hasn't. No one's really had the same kind of staying power as like Barricade has in terms of that kind of thing. So, I don't know, it's just kind of wild to me that Blackout hasn't gotten it since he is so popular. Like, sure, he's animated, but like, Barricade tends to randomly pop up, even though if he has gotten the boring thing lately, of like, he's a black and purple prowl repaint. Look how cool he is, guys. 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 um, every version of Starscream, who are you? Cybertron Starscream, I am you, but competent. Yeah, that's fair enough. That is totally fair. um, who's better, Marvel Optimus or Skybound? I haven't really interacted with either of those, so like, maybe just from what I've seen, I'm gonna. Oh, you know what? I will say Skybound because he wasn't dumb enough to be like, I can't kill somebody in a video game and fucking blow himself up or whatever. Dumb shit. That's the Optimus Prime that people wanted in the Bayverse, you guys. So glad we didn't fucking get it. Q is underrated and fits Wheeljack, and even if he doesn't look G1, but not everything is not the same, and Q helped out. Yeah. I love how the Fallen looked like a Bionicle in Transformers 2. I'll be honest, like, I get it on a surface level, but like, I've never really thought the Fallen looked like a Bionicle. I feel like that's one of those like things that people try to force people into agreeing with. That's just me though. The Fallen looks like a Bionicle, right? Because I don't really think he does. TBH. Nothing wrong with someone that thinks that. Like that they made the smartest bot look like Einstein. Thought was a nice detail. I could see how that could be a little on the nose, but like I don't mind it. I had a tag at Talon Productions. Have you read the IDW comics? Okay, so when you say IDW comics, do you mean one of their main two universes, or the Bayverse stuff? Because I've read bits of the first IDW universe, like Last Stand of the Wreckers. I was collecting the big like hardcover collections, but since they lost a license, they stopped making those, so I'm kind of screwed. Because I wanted to read it from beginning to end that way. Because I thought it would have been really cool to just read an entire comics universe from start to finish without having to pause. I didn't get that. um, but I haven't read any of IDW's second universe, and I've read all of the Bayverse tie-in comics. And I saw a question that I somehow skipped over. Have you from Cyberlight? Have you seen any of Theorymus or the Fire Brothers videos? I watched Theorymus here and there. I like his stuff for the most part. I do like I don't know. I do make my complaints here and there because my thing is there are too many times where I think he kind of considers his theories as facts, and I'm not really a fan of that myself. But at the very least, seems like a nice dude. And he's commented on my stuff before, so I don't like dislike the guy or anything. There's just times where I'm like, you know, my guy, you know, sorry, Grindor's a separate character, and then this and that, and I don't know. But he makes good stuff, and he's able to get some pretty cool, like, access to things, just like interviews with people and stuff. So, like, you know, again, don't mind the guy. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I do not remember how to transform, what the hell was his name? Doing. I don't fucking remember. He might have to sit here for a minute. I legit, like, really don't remember how to do this guy. I remember these are the wings, because you have to, put the freaking, ow, that kind of hurt. Damn, I'm having a problem here. I do not remember what to do. Anyway. And then, oh yeah, so to the other half of the question, my bad. The Fire Brothers, I remember watching their stuff, or at least a couple of videos, like, a few years ago, but I have not seen anything of theirs, recently. RTF Game Starscream is competent? Yeah, I'd say so.
Transformers doesn't have a main canon because everything in Transformers is canon. Why Transformers works better with the multiverse concept than Marvel. Yeah, that's completely fair. Because it felt like Dino and Sideswipe could have been other movies to give them more. Yeah, no, I agree. Definitely could have had some more cool stuff going on with them. I think I'm getting there, you guys. I think, yeah, these guys I'm pretty sure have to like, or, damn, I feel bad. This is one I might have to look up a picture on to make sure I'm doing this right. I know, skill issue. Q hate will not be tolerated. Facts. I started to notice more people liking Q, but still a lot of hate. Yeah. I really don't like Ed Former's content, especially because of the constant clickbait. Yeah, same. Same here. I've read through the entire 2005 IDW continuity. I wouldn't say that the best parts of the run are the Wrecker saga, or would say, sorry. I see Grindor's Blackout revived to life by the Allspark. It's totally cool if someone like if you agree with that and you're for it. I'm just not. Even though there is some precedent for it, I just like to think that Blackout and Grindor are separate. I just it's just there's been so much of that throughout the years in Transformers, like the big example being the Seekers, that like for me I just don't really see it as being much of an issue. Hey guys, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Wait a second. You know what, you guys? What the Kingdom? What the hell even was this guy's name? God. There we go. I'm gonna call him just kind of good right now. he can go into storage for that. I always hate looking at guys trying to Transformers figures, but I'm just too lazy to get my instructions. Yeah, that's fair. Only way I read comics is reading the comics online. Totally fair. Back on. Oh shit. Oh my god. That's fucking wild. Sorry, you guys. Jesus Christ. I must ask, who witnessed that? Back on. Camera explodes. Smite scared Talon. I saw part of your face. Okay, so guys, what happened is I got my charger on, or I had my charger because I'm trying to avoid what happened last week. And hey, my phone's at 100% still. That's good. So my foot accidentally hit the cable, and it brought my phone down with me. Holy shit. I really hate that I'm not exactly the most professional when it comes to this stuff, but you know, I'm trying. Guys, give me a second, because while I have my phone here, I'm going to answer a few things. So, here is you know, some of these guys. And hey, for the figures I have up here, might as well show them while I can. There's the Legacy Thundertron, the multi-pack version. Love this guy. He's so good. Um, Here is this Prime Megatron. This is the Dark Master figure, the super battle damage version. Love this one. It also comes, well, you have to get a separate thing, but it comes with the Prime arm, which is cool. It also comes with the canister. Well, again, it's a separate thing, but it has the canister for it, and you can stick the arm in there. I currently have his regular arm in that. There's that Bumblebee from the YOLO Park stream. I got his mask on along with the missile pods. Some cool stuff. YOLO Park Megatron, I freaking love this guy, dude. Or guys, he's so fucking good. I definitely plan to get other ones at some point. YOLO Park Scourge will probably be next. And then there is the Metagate Shatter. She's super cool. Give me a second. I'm going to get this back on the tripod. Sorry, guys. And you know what? At least there's not really a delay in the... damn it. In the stream this time. It was hard for me to find words. Right when just the big ass crash happened, I was like, damn. Just had to be fucking something. Hey, we're having fun here, though. We're having fun, guys. At least I'm having fun. I don't know about y'all, but I'm having fun. Trying to get back with... Also saw part of your... No! You can't know what I look like! Dear God, that's relatable. The Izers are super underrated. They're so cool. They're my favorite of the Izers from, like, Siege, Earthrise, Kingdom, Legacy, and all that. I love them. They're just so cool. I love the fossilized dinosaur thing. Or in the case of like the mastodon, or fossilized prehistoric animals, blah blah blah. Just so cool. Love them. Never handled a fossilizer. I think you should. YOLO Park 07 Megatron win. I'd love that, dude. I would love that. They're doing Dark of the Moon, so hopefully they'll get the 07 just to kind of, complete those. That'd be awesome. Austin called Shattered Dami Mommy. Sounds about right. But I mean, no. Bayformer's Bumblebee fought both Megatron and Optimus and survived both fights. Bumblebee, Rise of the Beast, Bumblebee is killed by Shatter, then again by Scourge. Bayformer's Bumblebee supremacy. Fair enough. Fair enough. At Talon Productions, the original concept of Transformers Prime was even closer to the Bay movies than what we got. I personally feel it's for the best that it did not happen. Yeah, Lance and I, or Smite, we're looking at designs last night. He was finding a bunch. There's some really cool stuff that's definitely a bit more Bay influence. I do like what we got, in the end, but move this a little bit. But yeah. Let's see. Commander M. I'm gonna go have fun, all of you. Yeah, I'm sure you're gone by now, but glad to have you here. It's been fun. Was nice chatting with everyone for sure. Bye. Let's see. Do you have at Talon Productions? This is by Drake. Do you have any byway KOs? I do. I'm trying to remember. I know I have Revenge of the Fallen Megatron. I just got real tempted by that one, so I got him. I have 2 of the primes, like this the SS32 mold. I think I have it's the V3 for Optimus, and then I have the white one. Oh, and the Nemesis one. So I have like him in all sorts of color varieties. Trying to think. Those are the only. Wait. I can't remember if it's byway. I'm pretty sure it is, but I have like the straight KO of Rise of the Beast Scourge, because my official one got all of the upgrade kits to make him more movie accurate. But I wanted to keep a Scourge that had the concept design, because I actually really like the concept design for Scourge a decent bit. I think that's all the byway that I have. Oh, and Jetfire. I have Jetfire too, because the official Jetfire is staying combined with my official SS32, and then byway Jetfire is my like standalone Jetfire. Um, yeah, I think that's all I have in terms of the byway guys. Just no one else that immediately jumps to mind as being the KO. Who, but who knows? Maybe I'm just forgetting somebody. Um, Hasta la vista, everyone. Hey, then Eric M. Hey, Talon, what do you think about Lyzak? She was in the Victory. Oh, she was in Victory, Lyzak's sister in the Wings universe. Death Source is made. A very obscure character. I honestly, I don't think I even knew that she existed. So this is new to me. So I guess I don't really have an opinion on her. I'll look her up though once we're done, just to see. Imagine if Revenge of the Fallen had Scrapper say to Megatron, "It's Scrapper, you asshole." Oh shit. But wait, why would he say it's Scrapper, you asshole? At least something, one line for Scrapper. Yeah, I wouldn't have minded if he spoke. Is it weird that that I like Buckethead Megatron and everything except live action? The crown head of OG Bayverse trilogy Megatron just looks more right for a live action. Yes, I agree. And again, I will always maintain that I feel like the vague allusion to the Buckethead is there. It's just more spiky. But yeah, I prefer the crowned look. It's so good. That's still my favorite Megatron head design. Novax will gotta go. I will miss y'all. Thank you for joining. It's been a fun time. I hope you had a good time. So yeah. I am the belief that the shows, movies, and comics should be separate from each other. Interesting. I like when they tie together personally, but like I'm not always like they got to do that, you know. Damn, if this could just plug in, that'd be fan-fucking-tastic. There we go. What are some of the dumbest theories you have heard when it comes to the Bayverse? I really have to think on that one. The first one that comes to mind in terms of stuff nowadays is the Optimus said Sam run Age of Extinction. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I hope nobody takes offense to this. I think that shit is so fucking stupid. Because he just does not. It's just grunts and like yells and moans and shit. There's no dialogue there, and the fact that people not only heard this but treat it as fact is just insane to me. I hate it. But other theories, I'm not sure. I don't immediately recall too many. Because like Blackout or Grindor being Blackout, like, do I agree with it? No. But can I understand it? Yeah. I guess the one where people say that's Bone Crusher in Revenge of the Fallen. It's like, no guys, Bone Crusher fucking died. That's just some random dude using his robot mode design. Granted, he does use the same alt mode, which I find kind of odd. I just kind of believe that was Michael Bay just really liking that vehicle. Oh, Austin mentioned another one, the No Prime Please. You know, Grindor was speaking before he got his head pulled in half. Yeah, that's not dialogue either, you guys. Sorry. I'd like to see a design that combines IDW Galvatron and 2007 Megatron. That could be interesting. Wouldn't mind seeing that. Armada Demolisher or Bayverse. I kind of prefer, you know, if you do want to directly compare them, I do kind of prefer the Bayverse one just because of how odd he is. I've always really liked that design for just being so strange. But in terms of character, definitely Armada Demolisher.
Um, hey, I got all of them put together, so that's cool. Give me a second. Love Gun says, I like the more alien take on the Transformers in the movies. Yes. Love it, love it, love it. So good. Just wish they had more screen time. Yeah, that's completely fair. I've seen Jay Ross. I've seen people saying that Bone Crusher got revived. I just don't know when he would have. I mean, if you want to go with like Blackout, your Grindor being revived Blackout because Blackout was definitely tossed into the ocean. Maybe Bone Crusher was too. I don't know. It just seems kind of weird to have all of them get revived. It's like Bone Crusher lost his head. Let's see, I think Prime Megatron had a decent middle ground because yes, he has a bucket head, but it's more angular and aggressive looking, and more like a Great Warrior's helmet. Yeah, I can see that. Bay's dog is called Bone Crusher. Yep. Not a theory, but a take I've seen too often is that Optimus is a traitor to his race because he keeps saving Earth. I've never liked that one. It's just the fact that Optimus can accept, hey, we can't do this stuff at the expense of this other innocent race. I feel that having the comics / movies and shows being tied to each other does take away from having unique ideas. I mean, I don't know, because like I feel like the comic, like say if we're talking like the Bay stuff, I feel like the comics add a lot to the Bayverse. To the point where, granted, this will get a video of its own, but in my opinion, the ideal Bayverse timeline is the first 3 films in all of the IDW comics. If I remember correctly, Bone Crusher was Bay's favorite Transformer, hence why he named his dog after him. Yep. Hey guys, I'm caught up on the chat. Just don't tell anyone that I had to kind of skip a good bit. I'm sorry, you guys. I was getting tired of being so behind. It still baffles me that people unironically say that Emperor Wrecker's Bayverse video makes sense. Which one is that? Is that the one where like the Autobots are bad guys? This machine kills fascists or whatever. Okay, it is that one. Okay, cool. Yeah, that video, like, it's one of those things where it's well done. I mean, Austin basically explained it. It's well done, but it's like, it's so, yeah, just everything Austin said. It's complete bullshit. OMG, I hate that video. Literally how propaganda, manipulation, and division tactics work. It's criminally and psychologically well made, but fuck, Megatron started war because what, he felt envious because Optimus was a prime and he wasn't, and the Fallen enabled and encouraged him. Yeah. Yes, Talon, that video. Yeah. I haven't even watched it all the way. I just can't get behind it. I admit, maybe I should watch it all the way so I can speak more honestly on it. But it's just like, this is such a, like, damn, I can't even think of the words to use. It's just so obviously not what the movies are going for. It just bugs me that some people, because there have been a few people commenting on my stuff before using that video as their source. And I'm just like, come on, guys. Like, I guess this is better than using like a Theoremist theory or like an Ed Former's clickbait bullshit thing as your source. But like, fuck. Austin says, TBH, I want to do my own debunk of it. Devil's advocate hate goddammit, rhetoric shit, crowd work. Then Triton, them stopping Bayformers tie-in comics after the whole Dark of the Moon ending leak on Amazon was a big mistake with how much they could have helped Age of Extinction, and especially The Last Night. Oh yeah, like I've always wondered what we could have gotten with Age of Extinction tie-in comics, Last Night tie-in comics, hell, novels even. Um, Rise of the Dark Spark is the worst Transformers game. I could definitely see it being the worst modern Transformers game, but my thing is, there was that game from, no, I've never played it, but there was a game from, like, the PlayStation 2 era, maybe PlayStation 1? I can't remember. Where it's like G1 guys. You guys should try to look. I can't remember what it was called. It might have just been Transformers. But you guys should look that one up because the voice acting is god awful. Like, I don't remember the context, but like Megatron and Galvatron are like separate in that game, and there's some bit where I guess they're talking to each other, and Megatron's like, "You threaten me, Galvatron," or some shit like that. It's not good. Drake, if memory serves, that Bone Crusher reused model from Revenge of the Fallen had no claw in robot form and was huge. Yeah, no, he's pretty damn big, and he doesn't have the claw, and he has those like guns on the wrist. You know what? Well, because I meant, well, nothing fancy. I got like a bag for these guys. So I'm gonna, because I'm gonna just keep them in here until I can get them wrapped. Impact. I put everything in the bubble wrap just to keep them a little extra safe. Jay Ross says the voice acting in that game was so damn hilarious. Yeah, dude. Again, I can't remember what the hell it's called, but I've seen like clips and stuff of that one. It's so bad. It is so bad. Let's see, speaking of the Bayverse comics, does anyone know where I can download all the issues? There's some site that I use where I get like screenshots and stuff. I remember some people complaining because like I guess it's very likely you could get like a fucking virus. So maybe I'm not the best source for it. It's like Read All Comics or something. I don't know. It shouldn't matter if Cyclonus was Skywalker Bombshell because Galvatron was the only one who kept his memories. Honestly, yeah. Like, if you want to ask me, I tend to prefer Cyclonus being Skywarp, but, like, it really doesn't fucking matter. Wish we had a Transformers show with the 2007 cast and the cut characters like Onslaught and Octane, RC, etc. Jay Ross asks, what are my thoughts on the 07 game Shockwave? He's pretty cool. I low-key think he's kind of been overrated by the fandom. Like, he's super cool, and like the whole triple changer idea is pretty neat. I got Nightwatch here, but he is very dusty, so he's about to get the gel treatment. I do like that 07 game Shockwave. I don't know. He's okay. I guess I've just never really cared for him, for better or worse. And Transformers Reactivate was a money laundering scheme, wasn't it? You could convince me it was. Just how that went down. Hey, I feel like everyone could relate to this being nostalgic. Hell yeah. Thunderblast deserves more attention. Zach's World Productions. Hello, hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining. Still need a night watch? Yes, you do. I pulled out my 07 Leader Optimus to see his night watch brother. Hey, I used to have both the regular 07 Optimus and the premium version. The premium version, I remember I repainted into a Nemesis Prime, which, in my opinion, looked okay. I'm biased because I did it, but I thought it looked okay. I don't have any good pictures of it or anything, or I should. I don't even think I have it anymore, and I don't know what happened to it. Now that I think about it, and then, but yeah, the 07 one I remember I eventually sold. I kind of wish I didn't though. It would have been kind of cool to keep. Because it's a fun mold. It's not very accurate, but it's just a good chunky toy that's like, it's kind of Bayverse Prime, Not super accurate, but still fun.
Praying that Unique Toys does a Night Watch repaint of their Prime at some point. Dude, Unique Toys, what's the other one? The Magnificent Mecha? Like, be cool if they did one. I wish it would happen. It's just surprising to me that even, like, the KOs for the Studio Series Prime haven't done Night Watch. Like, why are you guys sleeping on this amazing color scheme? It saddens me. J. Ross says, oh, I bet said Night Watch says Nova Prime is underrated, not gonna lie. Nova Prime is pretty cool. I like him a good bit as a character. I like that design a lot. Just the big wings look pretty cool. I always kind of enjoyed the wings too, because I feel like they looked very intimidating from the perspective of like they kind of look like fingers, like they're gonna get you. I recently got the DNA kit for the Legacy Nova Prime, so he's got like more proper wings like that. And man, does it look good. I might grab him and bring him over for a minute, because he's currently on the other side of the room. Thanks, bro. YouTube, by the way, what do you think the next Transformers movie should be? Oh man, it's always so difficult for me to answer. Overall, I do feel like it should be a reboot. I just don't think it's really necessary at this point, nor would it be financially really good to do a Last Night sequel. I wouldn't mind seeing stuff, I guess, more properly concluded, but my thing is, I really do genuinely feel like the Last Night was kind of an ending. Yes, there's the Unicron scene, but again, the Autobots got their home planet back, you know, at the end. I do feel like, overall, it was an ending, or was an ending. I still think it's a pretty impressive figure. Oh, talking about the 07 later on. Yeah, no, it's still fun. It's still cool. I like him a lot. When I first got Combiner Wars Bombshell figure, I thought the character would shoot bombs in fiction. I didn't know the character back then. Oh, you know what? That's a pretty fair thing to say. Damn, guys, one of the cats is over here. Hayes, I don't think she will let me pick her up, though. She kind of hates being picked up. So if I tried to show her on camera, she would be freaking out. Hayes, want to hop up? Want to hop up? You want to meet people on the internet? You want to hop up? Oh, well, okay. she did not like that idea. Oh, now she's back on this side. Let me see. Oh, she's not freaking out too much. Let me see. Hey, is your internet famous now? Oh, all right. Okay. Okay. 07 still one of my favorites. Yeah, that's fair. Last Night Nemesis Prime could have had the Night Watch colors. Ooh, that would have been pretty cool. I think most people would have expected like your more traditional Nemesis Prime colors, but doing the Night Watch for that would have been pretty cool. Plus, I've seen some people try to do the Night Watch colors on the night design. I think the night design looks pretty good in the colors. Let me take this off. I remember this coming off very easily on the original leader, so of course it doesn't now on this one. Oh. Okay, there it goes. It works that way. Hey, wait. Anyone else on mobile and constantly getting pop-up ads? I hate this shit so much, rich bastard sentence. Only positive to know Base Former 6 and Dark of the Moon exists. It still works as an ending. Yeah, I still feel like Dark of the Moon as an ending would work better if it didn't seem like it was in a rush to get to the credits. To an extent, a lot of the movies have that issue, specifically Revenge of the Fallen and Dark of the Moon. Revenge of the Fallen, it's like, you know, the Fallen's dead, bam. But like even that at least showed like, hey, there's the parents, you know, Sam's, you know, reuniting with Michaela. They're kind of ending their whole, you know, I love you thing, even though it's hilarious because that goes away and you know she goes away in Dark of the Moon. Like there's a little bit of wrap up there. It's very quick, but there's a little bit of wrap up. Dark of the Moon's like Megatron's dead, Sentinel's dead. Hey guys, we won. Oh, they might get married. Done. Like, I don't know. I feel like for it to really work as a true ending, it needed a bit more. I don't need like the 20 things from like Return of the King going on, but like it needed just a little more. Again, that's my opinion though. It still does overall work as an ending. It would have been a good place to stop um, for the movies. Because I've always said, even though I love Age of Extinction, I really wouldn't mind sacrificing it for the sake of, the movies maybe being a bit more liked on the whole. Even though I do think Age of Extinction is overhated. You haze my little girl. Sweet princess. Aw, kitty. Miss you, Haze. Do I have a favorite anime? Not really. Does Armada count? Nah, because like straight up, I don't care for anime like that. I know this is gonna sound dumb, but anime kind of freaks me out. It's mostly as a kid when I would wake up and it would be on like Cartoon Network late at night or like Adult Swim, and just seeing like freaky shit from the various shows that were on then. I know that sounds dumb, but that's just me. And just there's not really too many animes that I've really cared for. As a kid, I liked Dragon Ball Z a lot and Yu-Gi-Oh. I still do kind of like those as an adult, even though that's more of a like, hey, I liked that as a kid, so I guess I still like it now type deal. Otherwise, nah. People have tried to get me into various shows like Attack on Titan, but I've watched clips from that, and the show freaks me out way too goddamn much. Night Watch about the freaking fall. Hey, if I fall, am I right, guys? Wasn't that song from Transformers 1? You know, I'm in my prime. Optimus. Something. Megatron. Yeah. Hey, guys, as you can tell, my rap career is about to take off. Talon Productions, more like, I don't know. Let's see. Hear me out on the Ops color scheme in the comics for the bluish gray one. The fan design tonight, Optimus looked better than the design we got. I kind of agree, and again, I will always vouch for that. Wait. Oh, huh. I just checked the thing, and I guess I could, it says start a Q&A, so I guess I could have just done that. And start a poll. I don't feel like doing that right now. Yeah, I like a lot of the fan designs, especially ones that take a lot of influence from like the Leader Class toy, where they basically just shrink down or get rid of like the kibble from it. I still really like the concept design because it just hews closer to the '07, Dark of the Moon design, the trilogy Prime design, and just has a bit more truck parts and stuff. I genuinely do like it more. I like the night design that we got. Don't get me wrong, but I wish I could share pictures because there's a few that would help this point more. Maybe I'll do like a discussion video on that one day, just so I can show some of that stuff. Again, if you check my Age of Extinction retrospective when I'm talking about Optimus, I do go into that stuff, so you can see it all there. But maybe it could use its own video or something. Let me see. The yellow optics too of Optimus. Yeah, I like the concept art of Night Optimus a lot more. Yeah, I just basically agree with you. But yeah, considering Dark of the Moon's ending was completely changed, I can excuse it. That's fair, I guess. Part of me does wonder though, because like, have we ever got like, and if anyone can like share a link or at least just confirm this, please do in the chat. But like, have we ever gotten the source on the whole the ending leaked so it got changed in the movie, like on that being true? Because I've never seen anything that's actually confirmed it. I've just kind of gone with it because it makes sense. But like but just thinking about it, I'm like, I don't think we've ever actually seen somebody confirm that. Whether it's someone with insider knowledge or even like someone like Bay straight up saying it. Granted, I doubt they ever actually would. But like, I don't think we've even gotten like a insider thing that's confirmed that. Again, could be wrong. I just do not recall it. So if anyone can say anything about that, please do. Um, Hell, I've even heard from an insider on TFW, and maybe the what am I trying to say? Maybe this person confirmed it as a whole, but I remember him saying that even the novel and comic ending is different than like what was the original script ending. And apparently, for some reason, they're under NDA and they can't disclose what that is. But the fact that apparently it would have been even more awesome. Um, don't know how true all that is. This guy I believe because he has like a lot of the stuff he said in the past was proven to be true. And he's a well-regarded source. This is on TFW. The guy's name is Silver Optimus. And he's been right about a lot of stuff, so I do believe him on that. I just can't remember if he said that the ending we got in the movie was indeed changed from the original thing, or what they were going with, that was, in the novel and comic. But anyway. Let's see. TF1 Starscream could have been better. No, I agree with you. And like, as much as I like Steve Buscemi, however you pronounce his last name, I can't remember. I don't really care for one Starscream all that much. I just feel like he got bitched way too fucking quick. And I've had people try to be like, don't you like base Starscream? And he fucking Megatron shows up and instantly beats his ass. I'm like, sure, but like, damn, bro, like Starscream was in charge. And this young Megatron just shows up, beats his ass, and is like, "I'm in charge now, bitch." Like, I don't know. I didn't really care for one Starscream. Which KSI is better, the YouTuber or the one from Age of Extinction? Definitely Age of Extinction. On My Soul equals garbage ass song. Yes, that song fucking sucks, Austin. I hate it. I'm not a big fan of the If I Fall song. Yeah, I don't really mind it, but it's not great. Jay Ross, take care. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. Triton says, Armada Optimus throwing away the Matrix as he realizes that to beat Galvatron, he has to abandon his principles, and then him after Galvatron's sacrifice rejecting the Matrix is so interesting. Yeah, it is pretty cool. I feel like Armada Prime is the closest thing we have to a Bay Prime in another continuity, Cobalt Night. Oh, hey, what's up, Tyler? Hey. Call me a nerd. It might be on VC. I most likely will not be on VC tonight since it's a work night for me. Drake, I had the RTF Supreme Class Devastator back in 2009, and I loved it. The lights and sound effects and the open mouth gimmick was really fun. Would love to get back to it. Or get it back to experience my childhood. I actually had a lot of fun with that thing. It was very flawed, but like I especially liked the gimmick where if you kept the mouth open, the lights inside would like rotate. Yeah, that just pretty cool. Only changes I would make to Dark of the Moon to add Jolt to the twins. I'd like to see Jolt because I find it so weird that they were just like, yeah, he's not coming back. I don't think any reason has ever been given for that. Just kind of weird. Let's see here. The twins, yeah, I feel like they definitely should have been in it. And then let's see here. Triton, is your Discord only for members and patrons? Unfortunately, yes. That's kind of my big perk for like the Bird of Prey tier on my Patreon, or the $5 tier. It's like, hey, you get the access to the Discord server. So yeah. The Age of Extinction KSI bots are the best AoE designs. Damn it, sorry. And my favorite Bay designs except Q, because Q is Pete. No, I mean, a lot of those KSI bot designs are cool. I hope we get an actually accurate KSI tracks at some point. Or, you know, the Sentry. That would be cool. I mean, the blue one from Stinger looks, I mean, it's decent. But just, I would like it to be a bit more accurate. Is it me, or is Icon the only city on Cybertron in the Transformers 1 universe? Yeah, I was wondering about that, because that really does seem like that is it. I mean, who knows? Brendan, when will you review Birds? First of all, hello, Brendan. I'm glad you can make it. Second, here you go again with this bullshit. Again, it's Talon Productions because of my middle name. There's a little bit of Talon lore for you guys. Trying, no worries, just curious. Yeah, yeah. And I mean, I'll say too, you know, even if you do like a one-time thing, what am I trying to say? A one-time thing on the $5 tier, you can, I mean, you can stay in the Discord, like, just because, like, say, if you don't want to keep donating to the Patreon, or like you have to stop for whatever reason, like, I'm not gonna revoke your privileges. Especially because, you know, I like to think that the people in my Discord are legitimate friends. Most of them would agree. Like ones that are here, like, say, Brendan or Austin. Let's see, I hope they make the junk heap so well. Dude, junk heap would be so cool. Let's see, what are your thoughts on Transformers Animated? I like Animated. It's not my favorite show. I do think, again, it kind of tends to be, or like, again, this other stuff, it tends to be a little overrated by people, even though I do think it's good. It's just not my favorite just because, despite how good it is, I just don't care for the art style. I really don't. There are some shows where I can kind of look past it, like, you know, I love Beast Wars, but, you know, its animation has aged. I guess my thing is that's just a case of that's what the technology... Oh, shit, my bad. That's what the technology was at the time, so of course it doesn't look great. You know, animated, though, is a very intentional choice, and I don't care for it. So that does kind of keep it at a little bit of an arm's distance for me, despite the fact that I will acknowledge it's a very good show, very well done. Definitely one of the top Transformers shows. It's just not one of my personal favorites, and probably isn't in my top 5 Transformer shows. I have to think about that. Granted, I also would have Beast Machines in my top 5, so who knows? I actually think Beast Machines is pretty damn underrated and, like, really good and gets a lot of unfair hate, despite the fact that its designs are ugly, especially for, like, the Maximals. Brendan says, as your boss, I can request anything I want. I mean, can you though? See, now that's an abuse of power / authority. Wait, what? What's an abuse of power or authority? Can you make a video about Chuggoids not with miners? Can you make that? The miners thing is actually a sound on the soundboard in the Discord server. Can you make a video about Chuggoids not deserving rights? One day. I think that'd be pretty fun. Triton, it's weird that if we count Blackout as Vortex, Bayformers featured 4 out of the 5 Combaticons. Yes, Swindle's a car, but whatever. Yet no blast off. He was so close to Bruticus. Yeah, dude, I thought about that, especially with the first movie. It's like a lot of the 07 Decepticons could have been a Combaticon. Hold on, you guys. I'm sorry. What kills animated for me is that since the planned season 4 got canned, it has a bunch of loose ends. Yeah, that's pretty fair. Eric M asks, what Viacom design from Beast Machines is your favorite? My favorite is Obsidian. Obsidian might be my favorite. I think Jetstorm is mine. Well, Obsidian's up there, but yeah, I think Jetstorm's fine. But also else, I just really like the character. Um, I like all of the Viacom designs, though. Basically, anything that's not the Maximals and Beast Machines, I really like. And there's aspects of the Maximals I like. Like, I think Primal could work if you made some tweaks, especially if you gave him more of a, you know, more of a Beast Wars looking head, I suppose. Cheetor would be kind of the same, to be honest. Black Arachnia is freaky. Rat Trap is a travesty. Silverbolt is a fucking travesty. Speaking of which, we need damn it, what is her name? Botanica. There we go. We need a Botanica. Not the M word miners and with the hard R too. Oh my god. Zodiac says just woke up. Hello Zodiac. Hope you're doing well. Good morning. Let's see. Also, I like an idea where Perceptor looks like Nikola Tesla and turns into a Chevy Silverado. That's interesting. Okay. Evan Rector, howdy. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Got a few more people joining. I will say, you guys, I probably will not be on here much longer. Still got, adult responsibilities and shit to go do. Mostly just got to run out to the store for a few things. But I'll still probably be on here for at least another half an hour or so. Get some more. Oh, sorry, Hayes. Oh my god, you guys. I did not realize she was on the back of my chair, so I leaned my head back and knocked her. Brendan says we need more toy-only Beast Wars characters over G1. I mean, I'd be down with that. I mean, you remember how everyone was pissed off when that early Kingdom artwork had Polar Claw, and then he just never happened? I'm pretty sure somebody said that he got passed over for some G1 character. Don't remember who. I don't really have a good source on that, so who knows? Maybe I'm making shit up, but I remember that being said somewhere. You guys, I need to check the old phone for a second, so I'm gonna move this, but I don't want anything fucky to happen. So yeah, made sure my desk was nice looking. What's going on here? Here's Nightwatch, though. It's crazy to me, you guys, because Nightwatch looks so different in person compared to, like, everything that you see with him, with the pictures, even how you're seeing him right now, because in person, the blue has a lot more of a, like, kind of a greenish hue. Granted, maybe this is from it, aging, because this is, damn near a 20-year-old toy. But yeah, this thing's so good. This was actually a bit of a holy grail for me, and Austin messaged me. What website was he on, Austin? Was it like Mercari or something like that? I can't remember. And I got him for like a little over 100, which I thought was fair. Yeah, I freaking love this thing, dude. It was Mercari. Okay. The only issue it had was in the robot mode on the forehead, it had a little bit of splash of the Allspark blue, which he wasn't supposed to have. And this smokestack has like you can see like a purple like thing on it. So that to me is not the worst thing in the world. I can ignore it. And I was actually able to get that Allspark blue off of the forehead, so it has not been an issue. Give me a second, you guys. Oh yeah, trying to make sure my charger's actually charging right. Like right now it's like 7 hours until full charge. Like what the fuck do you mean? 8 hours. What the fuck do you mean, charger? I need to get a new cord. Hell, I need a new phone. God, stuff like this makes me want to go to the roof and take the quick way down. Well, I'm still at 72%. It's just the fact that I'm wanting to keep it charged, so I don't. Again, even if I'm only going to be on here for like half an hour or so. Yeah, dude, 7 hours, complete bullshit. Oh, there we go. 40 minutes. That's better. That's better. Even though I feel like 40 minutes might still be a lot to charge, like 30%, but go away thing. There we go. Don't worry, guys. It's all good. All right, let me get back to the. Damn it. Hey, Shatter. Austin says that he loves you. So, Austin, you probably didn't hear her, but she said that she's going to turn you into goop like what Dropkick did to everybody. Let me get back here. Triton's something that sucks. The only Transformer shows you can 100% own on DVD here in the UK are G1, Beast Machines, and Prime. Ah, damn. And season 2 is a pain to complete. That sucks. Damn. Eric and Kobe, Lori, and Bud are the best human Transformer shows. I remember liking them okay. I remember one of them, maybe it was Kobe. I'm not sure. Like one of them annoying the hell out of me. I don't know. I like the Prime kids a good bit, even though Raphael kind of looks like Jimmy Neutron is kind of just a plot device more than a character. And then Miko definitely took a bit of warming up. She was a little annoying. Let's see. All Spark Blue is the color of my blood. Damn, bro. JMI Filmmaker asked, do you have a favorite X-Men member? I have a few. A lot of my go-tos tended to be like Gambit. Gambit, like Iceman a lot. Damn it, I'm trying to go through in my head as I'm sure I'm missing someone very obvious. Fucking Nightcrawler. Those are probably my favorite ones. Specifically Gambit. That's why I'm glad that he turned out so well in Deadpool and Wolverine. The X-Men Origins version was not great. Then again, nothing from that movie is really all that great. Let's see. Brendan, let's get back to removing all the G1 toys in your house. No, bro. I like the G1 toys I have. I'm sorry. You know what? I will go grab my G1 Masterpiece Bone Crusher just to piss you off. Yeah. Yeah. How do you like that, huh? Cyberlight, if you're still here, bye. Glad you could join. It's been a fun time. Austin says thank you, homie. Fuck yeah. Damn, just ousting myself as a technophile. God damn. Austin's over here like, as long as a tailpipe. Damn, I really said that shit out loud too. Raph should have died from Dark Energon. Bro, that would have been fucking wild. Brendan, there's no good human characters besides Agent Simmons. I don't know, man. Joshua Joyce does exist. He's pretty great. How do you say get the fuck out of the way in Chinese? Triton, what's really fucked up and cruel is we get season 1 and 2 of animated on DVD, even though season 3. Damn. I was lucky getting the. Well, I say lucky. I think it's pretty available now, but getting the DVD set of animated. JMI Filmmaker says my favorite will be Wolverine and Cyclops. Yeah, well, like Wolverine for me is a given. I love Wolverine. I like Cyclops too. He's pretty underrated. Damn, he called me a G1er. Brendan, that's kind of damn. Attack of the 80s neon colors, dude. Yeah, this dude's so fucking loud. Brendan, what's funny is too, I'm getting this guy so I can just complete the set for a G1 Masterpiece Scaled Devastator. Because, like, and I feel like the best way you could have done him, G1 Bone Crusher fucking sucks. He looks so fucking lame, dude. Movie Bone Crusher all the way. Hell, I have the NPM for him right over here. I might grab him to replace this guy. I do like this toy though. It's just movie Bone Crusher is better, and I will fight anyone on that. um, what if we forget about humans for once and have a TF series purely about pre-war Cybertron? I was about to say, well, I got news for you. There's the Netflix stuff. um, Pre-war though would be very interesting. I'd like to see how that would turn out. I'm so happy for Channing Tatum and Deadpool Wolverine. Dude got to finally play his dream role and owned it. Oh, dude, he's so good. It cracks me up that people were complaining about his accent when it's like most people that live in that area and have been around people that have that kind of accent have said that he's very accurate. Let's see. What is your opinion about the live action Sentinels from the X-Men movies? I like them. I thought the more what am I trying to say here? Like your standard looking Sentinels in the past look pretty neat, and I like the future Sentinels. They were pretty damn scary. Look cool. I liked them a lot. I thought they were neat. Let's see. Love Gun. That's awesome. Wait. Or that would be awesome. Yeah. Drake says KSI Boss just needs a new head for Studio Series. What's funny is that Hasbro used Nitro Zeus for the packaging art of KSI Boss. Yep. And then in the last night for the toy of Nitro, meant to be Nitro Zeus, they used the KSI Boss. There is an upgrade set that you can get on eBay. Someone made. I don't have it here with me, unfortunately, but it was a. You can open up the head and replace the like the antenna on the Nitro head, so the face still isn't really right, but you can give him the sideway pointing like spiky things, which really helps the look a lot. If I ever get a chance, I'll show that on a live stream because I bought that for one of my KSI bosses and it looks pretty good. Yo, he's getting behind on chat again. Let's go, dude. Fuck you, Austin. That's why your garden is weak and your cucumbers are soft. Iron Samurai, Diaclone colors better. Beast Wars Bone Crusher and Bayverse Bone Crusher are cooler guys. I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with you there, bro. Where I live, Netflix is banned. I'm sure. Oh damn. Okay. The only good G1 Constructicons is Scrapper. The rest sucks. JMI Filmmaker. I am not even going to disagree with you there. I do like Scrapper. I like aspects of the other ones. Like I kind of like Mixmaster's head, but like it's funny to me that you get a lot of the G1ers being like, I can't tell you can't tell the Bayverse characters apart, bro. All the G1 Constructicons look the fucking same. They all do. Bright ass, green and purple. They all look alike. Live action Sentinel gave me nightmares. Fair enough. Austin going hee hee hee. Fuck boy. Nah, just kidding. I love you. Triton, my opinion on G1's designs is that yes, they're iconic and quite a few are cool, but there's so many more unique and creative designs. Yes, very much so. Remember, and Austin was the one that said this, so I'm quoting him. G1 is just a rough draft. You always need a rough draft. Sometimes in this fandom, you got to play on multiple sides to have friends. Kind of true, low key. I mean, hell, remember, guys, as much as I hate on, like, the SS-86 stuff and, G1ers and Chugoids, I really don't hate G1 or anything. It's just, like, those obnoxious fans make me hate on it more than I actually feel. It's kind of like the Bumblebee movie, too. I don't dislike the Cybertron scene, but all those people praising it, it's like, what live-action Transformers should have been is the best thing done in any of the movies. Like, no, it's fucking not, dude. No, it's not. I want to see how this looks on camera real quick, you guys, as a test. I feel like these lights on my desk come off a little too strong on camera, unfortunately. I might leave it on for a minute, but Yeah, because I thought about having these on last week, but I didn't. And then, it's like, I'll see how they look now. Um, Let me get back in here. Tyrese Gibson said he was on the phone with Bay yesterday. Yep, he did, and that's pretty interesting. I can't lie. I want to ramble why Q is greater than other movie Willjacks. I mean, hey, dude, go for it. Let's see. The G1 Constructicons are looking like Minecraft characters. Dear Lord. I don't even play Minecraft. I feel like that's pretty accurate. Don't Prowl, Blue Streak, and Smokescreens share a body type? Yes, they do. Yeah, they do. Then again, if you want to throw the more G1 based barricades in there, he does with them as well. Love Gun, I haven't watched G1 in a long time. I haven't either. In 2020, I started a watch through of all Transformer shows, which took me like a little over a year to do. And that was pretty fun though, but obviously I started with G1. So that was the last time I watched it. Transformers fans don't know what they want, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's fucking true. And you know what? I wish, is Lance still here or did he leave again? Because he mentioned that last night. He said that Rise of the Beasts is a good example of how Transformers fans don't know what they want. JMI filmmaker, I don't hate G1. I just don't like how much attention it gets. Yep. It takes too much away. Besides, most G1 designs were arguably stolen from. Oh, dude, no, they are straight up. I mean, you had what was his name? Florodiri. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. But yeah, he changed stuff. I mean, but they're taken from various toy lines. The most specific one being Diaclone. I think things like IDW, the War for Cybertron trilogy, show that you can do cool and fresh new takes on G1S designs. Yes. Give me the epilepsy. Oh, also, you talking about the lights? Maybe I can find one that's a bit more neutral. Let me see here, guys. What do you guys think about red? Here is, it's showing this is supposed to be white, but I don't think this really pops up as white. There's also green. Then yellow. Another blue. And then the remote has this looking more like a pink, but I guess it's purple. Austin's saying he likes the red, so maybe I'll keep red for right now. Anyway, Zodiac says, someone in the comments the day before said the writers in ILM were lazy for how last night turned out. He said that ILM was lazy for the reuse cons. I explained that G1 Seekers are all repaints. Yeah, it cracks me up that people complain about that within the movies. Because it's just like, I feel like they have more of an excuse than like the toys and the shows and whatnot, dude. So I'm like, these are, the budgets within the millions of dollars, and the CGI, even though it's probably gotten cheaper since 07, is still expensive. So yeah, the Ghost, I'm going to get that TF1 Optimus Prime kit for Christmas. I have the Studio Series Bumblebee. I need the upgrade kit with the middle finger. Dude, that'd be fun. That'd be really fun. Brendan says, Talon Productions 94 at Instagram, Discord, and YouTube.com. Look what time it almost. Oh my god. Oh no, where's the perfect cell image? Bayverse and Secticon toy is awesome. I still have it. I do too. It sucks. I had to buy it a couple years after the fact, but I bought one off of eBay that I didn't realize the one of the legs missing. So when I got it, I was like, where the hell is the leg? And then I checked the listing, and it wasn't there. That was just me being a dummy and not looking through it thoroughly. So, good times. Good times. Let me doing some adjusting here. Dude, seriously, the backward logics of G1 Glazers as Bay haters is insane to me. Yeah, fucking is. Hypocrites? For sure. Not gonna lie, beefing over designs is peak hobbyless behavior. Yeah,
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's designs I don't really care for. For example, one of the few Bayverse designs I don't like, Last Night Day Trader. He fucking sucks. If you like him though, more power to you. I hate the Bumblebee Cybertron scene. Like, genuinely, it's just nostalgia pandering to 40-year-old. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. For example, the fact that people like the Optimus, yeah, I just don't fucking get it. I mean, if you like him, cool. But whenever you use arguments against Bay Prime with him as a positive example, I don't fucking get it. Like saying you have a preference is okay, but outright beefing is insane. I'm with you, Love Gun, 100%. Yeah. Remember when Nostalgia Critic said that anyone who watches the Bayverse movies had given their wee-wees to him? Yeah, I do remember that. It's just like, damn, bro, imagine, like, being so bothered by people just enjoying something that you don't. I really don't fucking understand it. Rise of the Beast is a great example. The fact that people like that, or like the Optimus and not Bayverse, is astonishing to me. Yeah, because he's not that fucking different. I really do think it's because it's not Bay directing the movie, and the fact that Rise of the Beast Prime looks more G1. Love Gun, I agree. Fuck Nostalgia Critic, never liked that guy. I don't mind him in parts, but I definitely understand why people don't like him. Austin says Zodiac 100 and facts. And hey, Austin, it's showing to me that you're number one in the chat. Hell yeah. Love Gun, personally, that's why I avoid the TikTok fandom, because people are just unhappy. Yeah, fucking TikTok, dude. Tumblr all the way at this point. I've never been interested in Tumblr myself. Zodiac says, reused designs have been a Transformer staple since the very beginning, even when they were just toys before the G1 show aired. Yep, it's very true. Yep. That's literally, you could argue, a base foundation of the franchise. Q says, I see nobody making a National Geographic documentary on G1ers and putting them with Bayonetas. Love Gun, I'd say it's not as toxic as Twitter or TikTok, and I've been there before the Purge. The Purge? Oh yeah. So where a lot of the fun stuff got taken off. Zodiac, you guys remember when Angry Joe absolutely loved Transformers to Revenge of the Fallen? He got bullied by his fan base, and so he took his review down and hasn't liked the Transformers film since. Really? I didn't know that. Interesting. It makes me kind of sad, though. I don't mind Angry Joe. So that's interesting to me. Anyone archive that? I'd like to know. Eric M. Dark of the Moon is the reason why Shockwave is my favorite Transformer. Dude, he's so badass in the movie. I know he doesn't do much or get much screen time, but he's so fucking cool. Like, that design is honestly one of the best designs in the Bayverse. Let's see. Hey guys, look. Hold on. How's he already gotten Dusty? I just messed with him not that long ago. Here's Leader Class, Jesus Christ. MPM Brawl. Super great figure. Love him. Here's my gooning material. No, I'm kidding. The Marvel Legends Fantastic Four First Steps Silver Surfer. Love her. She's pretty good. Zodiac says you can find it, so interesting. Ironic, Doug spent years trashing other people's movies when he couldn't make a good movie himself. God damn. TikTok Transformers fan was stupid. Dude, Q, yes it is. I've seen a lot of their bullshit. Yes, I agree. Love Gun, that's where I saw the opposite traded to his race thing, mind-boggling. Yep. Bunch of closeted G1ers. Yep. Mostly from the Russian fandom. Interesting. Zodiac, Austin, I'll find Angry's videos and send it to you on Instagram. Hey, Triton, one of the few Bayformers Transformers I mixed on a Soundwave. I'll confess it's mainly because his voice isn't more G1. It's still Frank Welker, but totally lacking the vocoder. I mean, that's fair. I don't mind it because I feel like it gives movie Soundwave a bit more, a more unique sound. That, oddly enough, though, is one of the few times where I kind of had one of those moments in the theater where I was like, that's not Soundwave's voice. Let's see. Oh, when you're laughing with bro on the stream, but you realize it's 5 p.m. on a Sunday. God damn it. If only we could post pictures in these.
Delroy, which have you joined recently? Because if so, hello. We need Dark of the Moon protoform figures. Yes, we do. I've always said, man, do a multi pack where you have three like base bodies and maybe give them like the different designs of the protoforms. You know, do like remolds of a base figure and have like different head options so you can kind of have the different heads that some of the different bodies would have. I think that'd be pretty cool. Um, oh yeah, Lost Piece of Angry Joe history. Dark of the Moon, Shockwave is the personification of Aura Farmer. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hate the Aura Farm thing. It's just like, we just used to call this being cool or being a badass, but now the Aura Farm, dumb. I'm a boomer on that one. That's a dumb term. It's funny how the Transformers fan base on Twitter called Drift a racist caricature from Michael Bay because he has yellow plating and it's voiced by a Japanese voice actor. Yeah, I've always felt like that one really was trying too hard. Like, I will admit, there are aspects of Drift where it seems like a perfect storm for that kind of thing, but it's just like, bro, he's not fucking racist. He's literally voiced by a Japanese guy. And it's like, don't like Japanese helmets and stuff have gold like that on them? Like, it's literally just his color scheme. I don't fucking know, dude. Yeah, Austin does not have Instagram anymore, unfortunately. Hold on. Transformers Twitter fan base is probably like the worst defender when it comes to Bayverse hate. Oh lord, yeah, I could probably see that. I know my in defense of Michael Bay's Optimus Prime has been shared on Twitter and gotten a decent bit of views, so. Oh, I got an at. Let's see. Your opinion about the Hatchet toy where he transforms into a jet. Oh, the Cyberverse toy. Yeah, I like that one. I remember I got him again a couple years after the fact when I was in college. He was pretty good. I liked him. I don't feel like there's too terribly much to say about it, but he's pretty cool. Imagine if Transformers Reactivate actually comes out. Unfortunately, that seems like probably not going to happen at this point. The whole story with that game's kind of nuts. Austin, I will say, Drift is a stereotype, 100% poor representation, but regardless, not racist. I feel like with that too, it's just like I don't even feel like it like representation should be like a major aspect for a robot. I don't know, but like with him, it's just like definitely a stereotype. I can definitely see it. You know, as we have some said, it's like sometimes stereotypes do exist for a reason. But like, I don't know. Like, yeah, he quotes haikus and stuff, but like, he's not racist. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I just feel like people bring that out, especially with like That or the Twins. It's like a boy who cried wolf kind of thing. Like, just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's racist. I don't fucking know. I wonder how a Studio Series Last Night Day Trader would work. I mean, it's weird too. As much as I was like, I fucking hate Day Trader. I don't mind that design. I don't mind, like, I would like for a figure, or, what the hell I'm trying to say? I don't like the design, but I would like a figure to get made. There we go. I owned all of the Cyberverse toys after school. My mother would buy me one every day. Hey, that's pretty cool. Yeah, he is actually, I'm going through it in my head. He is actually the only one I have ever gotten from Cyberverse is that Hatchet. Let's see. We need Studio Series The Last Night Onslaught. Please, we need him. Yeah, no, I'm with you. He should happen at some point. Mono reuse or not, he's pretty cool. And that truck mode is rad as hell. I guess that's fair about Drift. My thing is, it's just like, he's just a samurai guy and he kicked ass. So like, I feel like that's about all of the thing he really needed to do for that kind of stuff. Let me tell you, there were dozens. They were cheap and so fun to flip in and out of vehicle mode. Oh yeah, like I know they did like a lot of characters. I know one that people liked a lot was the Blackout. No, Thunder. God damn it. I tried, you guys. I tried. Let's see here. Trying to think if there's any other thing I can maybe do on camera here. See, I will say, I always loved that idea of Drift just being a fucking weeb. He's just like, oh my god, I love Japan. Always thought that was super funny. But yeah, no, he's definitely just a stereotype. That's not necessarily a negative thing. It's just he's not deeper than that, like for sure. Best versus Jetfire Unicron trilogy in Bayverse? Yes, yes, sir. I 100% agree. I always tell people it's always Armada Jetfire and Bayverse for my favorite ones. I've never known Asians to have an issue with Drift. Only Americans. Transformers: Age of Extinction did extremely well in Asian countries too, when they dislike something that doesn't happen. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty fair. I've also never actually heard anyone of Asian descent that has had an issue with Drift. Not saying that they don't out there or that they aren't out there, that they don't exist. I just combined two like separate phrases, but yeah. But damn, we've been going on for almost 2.5 hours, you guys. And it's now after 5 o'clock. So I'm gonna chat for a little bit more, but I will definitely be heading out here in just a bit. So I'll say if you guys have any questions or anything, please get those in the next little bit. And again, please don't forget to tag me so I see the little orange thing on the chat. Yeah, Triton, I will say, I will have a little bit of pushback there because, like, yeah, like the third party NPM stuff is fantastic. And I mean, I love Masterpiece as a whole. You know, a lot of the mainline figures, whether it's, you know, Generations and the various spin offs, Legacy, Siege, whatever, do a good job with their stuff. Studio Series, I do think, does a good job on the whole with accuracy. I do feel like they have, you know, there are things they have to kind of. What am I trying to say? You know, there are sacrifices made here and there, but still, I feel like they are, you know, pretty accurate on the whole for what they are, and yeah, but just like, you know, like Night Prime, for example, I love the Studio Series Night Prime. I think he's great. I think he's about as good as you can get a mainline version of that toy. He's awesome. Just like the Masterpiece ones that, you know, whether it's Challenger, even though that one's a bit outdated in terms of details and sculpt, or the Challenger KO, which fixed a lot of those issues, or Alien Attack King of Cavaliers, cock, you know, they do a real good job. But yeah, like your comment here, like I said, very casual player. No, that's fair. Don't think I'm trying to like hate on you or like, you know, try to change your mind because you're wrong or something. It's, you know, I'm just throwing out there. It's just like, you know, there's definitely stuff that Studio Series has done well with accuracy. It's just a lot of the NPM type stuff, whether official or third party, I feel like have done a lot of characters better. So even like the most recent NPMs with the Decepticons, you know, Blackout, Bone Crusher, and Brawl, all of those are excellent. So good. Delroy says we could get Transformers Dark of the Moon game figures. I would love that. Austin, I too get the studio series love. I mean, it's why I'm still very passionate about it. Why I always defended like where the hell's the Bay? You know, back to basics was a big thing and whatnot. Studio series has kind of dipped in quality. I feel they need to pick up. I feel like they've been doing pretty good with that lately with some of the Bay stuff because again, I think Age of Extinction, Optimus is great. Q is definitely flawed, but I still think on the whole he's pretty good. Then like uh, Widowmaker is I think is pretty good despite some articulation issues. She's still pretty awesome, and just the fact that we have a Bayverse concept character. Please give us more. Um, let's see. At Talon Productions, who is your favorite Beast Wars Predacon? My favorite is Tarantulas. I like Tarantulas a lot too, so he might be mine. I also really like Rampage. I kind of enjoyed how, to me, he was kind of like horror-esque and kind of like a Hannibal Lecter way, especially with the fact that he didn't mind engaging in some cannibalism. So, yeah, I like him a lot too. There's no Predacon I really dislike. I also like Quick Strike a lot. I thought he was fun. The only one I maybe wasn't the biggest fan of was I felt like some of Inferno's like, you know, gimmicks. You know, the royalty, my queen, like those kind of got old for me a little bit by the end of the show. But I don't dislike or I don't dislike Inferno. He's just not my favorite. But yeah, let's see. Okay, so Triton, I'm glad you didn't take it that way. Chris Bearden had a message retract. I wonder what that was. Delroy, Dark Moon Soundwave when he transformed into the SUV vehicle. Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. That would be neat. I feel like the robot mode too is still like different enough in its own way. Blitzwing was a bit disappointing. Q figure is fun, but the lab coat lab coat kibble ruins the leg articulation. That's pretty fair. Oh, hold on, I need some water. See, Jurassic Prime Halo. Hi, hello. What I love about the Bayverse is that G1 didn't look alien in my opinion, what Bayverse did. I do like Rise of the Beast, Optimus Prime design, but I can't choose Dark of the Moon or Rise of the Beast. Yeah, so that's my one of my biggest points about Bayverse. Just like they look alien, they're a race of alien robots. You know, I like my alien robots to look like alien robots, as I often say. So yeah, I'm with you there. I definitely prefer Dark of the Moon Prime over Rise of the Beast. Rise of the Beast is one of my least favorite live action designs. But hey, if you like it, more power to you. Still get Studio Series for completion, but begrudgingly, damn. That's fair. But let's see. Studio Series Dark of the Moon game, Breakaway, Silver Bolt, Air Raid. Ooh, that'd be pretty cool. Just the fact that, again, Air Raid. Yeah, and he was in the Dark of the Moon game too. It's not just Revenge of the Fallen. Also, if I'm going to collect, I'll be collecting the $100 stuff. That's fair. Austin shows he owns my wallet. Yeah, same. See, Zodiac says, I feel like the Mercedes SUV in the Dark of the Moon game for Soundwave makes more sense for his bulkiness than the SLS AMG. Yeah, that's fair. Especially since, like, because I could be wrong here. I'm not a car guy, but I think the AMG is smaller than the Camaro, but Soundwave is, like, noticeably bigger. That's good. That happens in the Bay movies, like, you know, Lockdown, so it's not, like, the biggest deal in the world, but Talon, you tried a new do yet? Not yet. I'm actually probably gonna go try it once I'm done with the stream here and kind of get my desk back in order. Still love Two Head from Age of Extinction. It is so silly. I love it. The fact that Rise of the Beast Prime didn't have the Iron Blast, the Ion Blast. I said Iron. Jeez. Ion Blaster is disgraceful. I don't mind the change. It's just my thing is, if I remember right, the design for Rise of the Beast Prime's gun is just the dropkick gun from the Bumblebee movie. AoE two-head mentioned. Yeah, that would be a wild figure to get. Let's see. Austin asks, here's a fun question. What does everyone prefer? Weapons that are transformed from the body or handheld stuff? My basic answer is I like when they're transformed out, but kind of a healthy mix of the two. JMI Filmmaker says, I'm heading out. Hey, man, thank you for joining. I'm glad you could make it. Been great, chatting with you. Hope you do it again soon. But yeah, so I like weapons that are transform. It just adds more to like the alien thing and like just the mechanical biology and whatnot. Um, I don't mind when they have handhelds though either. Like it makes sense to me. I just think it's cool when you can have someone just transform a gun out of their arm though. Let's see. I think the Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime would be my favorite design, but I think I do prefer the G1 colors, but the flames are cool. Oh, dude, yeah, I've always loved the flames. We need Fall of Cybertron Triptychon, also Combaticons. Oh, dude, I'd love to get those. Hopefully, Game Boy Edition gets expanded more, as I know they're taking a bit of a break. I just hope it doesn't get completely pushed to the side, since apparently in 2027 we are supposed to be getting like comic book characters in Studio Series, which can't say I'm the biggest fan of that, but I don't know. I also like Gamer Edition, so maybe I'm not the best guy to talk about that. Let me bring down YOLO Park Megatron, since, last week's stream was all about him. Man, this guy is so freaking cool, man. I love him. Saw someone say Rise of the Beast Optimus looks like he's just wearing a red bra. No, I can't. Aw, man. I can kind of see that. Bayverse Prime is called the Bayonetta of the franchise. There's that. I'm not sure what that means, if I'm being completely honest. So, Love Gun, if you could expand on that. Austin Gillis says, I like a mix as well, like B with an arm cannon, but also Soundwave with a handheld. I think it all works if it's integrated well. Oh, yeah, for sure. Hell, I wouldn't mind if maybe it was a case of, like, they each have, an integrated weapon and a handheld. Maybe you could place like a rule on it if like they can only have one weapon in their biology or something like that. I don't know. Also, I'm with you too. Like the arm cannon on Rise of Beast Prime does feel too bulky and big to like be believable to come out of his body. Because it's weird. I don't mind the look, to be honest. And I kind of enjoy Optimus having one that transforms out like that, but. Although I enjoyed his first gun in the Bay movies where, the ion cannon, where it transformed out of him, but it was still handheld. I always liked that. Revenge of the Fallen Megatron with his arm cannon / blade picking up a giant lance or axe would be sick. That would be cool. I love that one of the protoforms of Revenge of the Fallen gets the handheld blown out of his hand, so he switches to the internal. Oh, dude, yeah, dude. I've always loved that. It's so freaking cool. Because, yeah, he gets shot and drops his gun, and he very quickly, like, has it come back out and, like, starts shooting. It's the one that, like, he has, like, a really loud, like, yell whenever he gets hit. So I remember he gets hit and he falls backwards, and it cuts to Megatron shooting some of the Nest soldiers, like, point blank? This dude's probably got fucked up. Jurassic Prime Halo. I really don't like how small the Transformers are in Rise of the Beast. I think Optimus should be 27 feet or his Bayverse height 28. Oh, yeah, same. If we do get Bayverse Comet figures in 2027, I will buy them. By the way, name's Tyler, just using my grandfather's account. Oh, hello, hey. Hello, Tyler. Bye, Q. Yeah, be good and would love to see you again. Do you prefer arm cannon, Ironhide, the Dark of the Moon with the two handhelds? Oh, definitely arm cannon. Just feel like that's a bit more unique, a bit more his style. The handhelds are not bad. I just don't really care for them as much. Imagine if Night Prime had a trailer that could also transform into a jetpack. Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, also, I did say, I was saying that I'm probably going to try to do after I get off of the live stream. I have not tried it yet. OMG, that protoform death scene always confused me. That's so cool. Yeah, dude, it's pretty cool to look at.
Speaking of pretty cool to look at,
Eric, I always saw it as more just a way to attack. That could probably count as a triple change mode. No. Is Bayverse Mixmaster a triple changer? I asked because of his.
so it's weird. With the way the toy is done, I would say yes, because that's actually a full-on like artillery mode. My issue is in the movie, he literally just kind of flips forward, does like a belly flop with his legs sticking in the air.
Drake, gotta go, Talon. Great chatting with you. Have a good.
Yeah, man. Thank you for joining. It's been fun, and have a good one.
Damn, Austin doxing himself. No.
Um,
Let's see here. There are a lot of triple, not triple changes in the Bayverse. The drift is the first recognized one. Yeah. What if the Bay films came out in the 2020s instead of the 2000s? Like considering Rise of the Beast came out in 2023. What if the first film came out? Huh. That'd be interesting for sure. Bayformers must have loved the Constructicon since it just casually gave us peak Bone Crusher, peak Long Haul, and peak Mixmaster. Agreed. So many cool. Like I think all of the Bay Constructicons are great. Do you think Shockwave survived the G1 movie? I know he was intended to be killed. Like he was supposed to be sliced like apart by like Unicron's eye beam or something like that. But I don't think he shows up for the rest of the thing. So, or for like the rest of the show. So like he's probably dead. We need a Revenge of the Fallen concept art Ultra Magnus figure. I like that concept design for the most part. I think the only thing I didn't really care for was like the face design, or maybe it was the head as a whole. I can't remember. But yeah. Bone Crusher got no love in the game. Yeah, isn't there like one mission where you have to protect him or something? And that's it? Optimus Prime needed to be brutal, like he's a leader in the war. What do G1 fans think war is? Like, I know not all G1 fans hate the Bayverse, but still, yeah. I mean, unfortunately, a lot of it does come down to being, like, the G1ers. You know, that's not my Optimus Prime. All that kind of dumb shit. Let me see something here. Oh no. Sorry, you guys. Give me a minute. Ow, damn. Oh, what the hell's going on? Oh yeah. Let me do. I will say, you guys, I'm probably about to hit it, but I will do one last look through with like the chat stuff. I love the Prime Insecticons, dude. Yeah, they're so cool. Their freaking screams and whatnot, like their battle cries, freak me out, bro. Awesome, I gotta go, but it was great hanging out. Everyone stay safe, have a fun rollout. Hell yeah. One mission, you protect them, don't forget to fight them in the Autobot campaign. Yep. The Fallen was destroying their sun and darkened the moon. Sentinel Prime tried bringing their planet and an AoE. Humans betrayed them all, and last night when he turned evil, he still came back to help us. Hell yeah. Bayverse Prime has too much patience for the bullshit he went through. Agreed. I would have crashed out a long time ago. So, oh yeah. So guys, I know there hasn't been a whole lot to this, admittedly, but you know, thought this was a pretty fun way to just hang out with you guys, and I'll definitely be doing stuff like this a bit more. Because again, I know like we're able to kind of talk through the like the comments, whether on like the videos or like the community posts, but still something like this where I can interact a bit more directly with you guys. I would love to do a bit more. Of course, you know, I'm able to do that with people in the Discord, but it's still, that's a what am I trying to say here? You know, that's still you know, gotta join through the Patreon, so there's that. But hey, if you want to, you can add me on Discord. I just don't remember. Give me a second to pull this up. What is my freaking like Discord name? If anyone ever wants to look, it's Talon Productions 94 capital T capital P. Or just Talon Productions. So I guess if someone wants to add me on there, go ahead. Just maybe like let me know who you are, just so I know. But yeah, Eric M, I need to go because it's already night in my country in a few minutes. It is already tomorrow, and I have another driver's license lesson. Hey, good luck with everything. And yeah, man, about to hit it. So Eric M, good night. Good luck tomorrow with everything. Random put in form Revenge of the Fallen. Don't adopt a... I really want a Titan class driller that comes with a small shockwave, small Optimist. That'd be cool. But yeah, guys, that'll be it for the stream. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for joining. It's been a good time, and hopefully we will do this stuff a little bit more often. Maybe not every week. I know this was back-to-back weeks for a live stream, but you know, maybe we'll do stuff a little more often. We'll see. Maybe at least like a couple of times a month. But yeah. Oh, Triton got back from my piss just in time to say bye. Hey, but yeah, guys, it's been fun. And I feel like I'm just repeating myself at this point. But yeah, thank you for joining me. Have a good one, and I will talk to you guys soon, and we will do this again soon. So, bye.